And welcome to another vlog, a vloggity vloggy vlog. It is April something. I don't know what day it is. It's 6:32 p.m. It's a Monday. I guess it's April 10th, 2023. 2023? Yes, I'm very much in the future. I still have not got a haircut even 20,000 years later, but I will one day. All right, if you're new here, I'd like to remind you up front, I'm sorry, kitties. I hate to be loud. All the putties are just so chill. It's like 70 degrees out. Windows are open. Anyways, we time code these vlogs because we know not all of it is for everybody. So you can jump around or you can remember your place if you watch this over multiple days, or you can just skip what you don't like. So look for those gaps in the timeline, or open the description down there. You see a big list of blue numbers. Descriptions are what everything is. So, can I get it? Can I get it? I get that thumbnail just right. So anyways, in this episode, we are going to cook something. It takes a little while. I cooked an Easter thing. I guess you already know from the thumbnail and the title. We'll make a cocktail. Haven't done that yet. We're going to talk about a couple of movies. Fast and Furious, the fourth one. And, what did we see? Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'll just tell you what happened on my birthday, the birthday week, the pros and the cons. We'll do a little bit of a WWE update because we got something cool to tell you we get to do. And, I think that's about it. That sounds about it, but it should be a pretty fun one nonetheless. And I just ate dinner and now I get to go start playing Resident Evil so I can finally start getting those Let's Plays out for y'all. Resident Evil 4 remake. So let's do it. Let's cook. Hey, vlog people, we're gonna cook. It's April 7th, 2023. It is 6:10 p.m. This is gonna take a little effort. It's gonna take a little while. Finally figured out what to take to Easter dinner, so I'm not bringing extra sweets or some extra heavy thing, and I don't have to get up on Easter Sunday super early to make something. So we're gonna make a soup. I found online a recipe for a carrot soup that you can also do as a curried carrot soup or as a carrot and ginger soup, which is what we're actually gonna do because Mary loves her ginger and I love Mary. I'm now officially 44. My birthday was yesterday. It was mid. There's some good, really good stuff and then some stuff, but we'll talk about that somewhere else while you're in the vlog. So I got a lot to do today, so let's get to cooking. We got some heavy prep work to do. I mean, it's not a lot of things; it's just a lot of a few things. So we're gonna need 2 pounds of carrots peeled and like sliced. So I bought a 2-pound bag, but I figure we're gonna lose some of that with the stems and everything. So we've got some older carrots that are hopefully still good. I got more in the fridge, so we're gonna work with that first. So I'm gonna kind of weigh this out a little bit, just kind of getting an eyeball idea of how much. And I've already lined a tray with tin foil. I said parchment to make it easy cleanup, but I mean, you know. And we're gonna go ahead and get our oven baking, on at 400. Even though I'm probably gonna be well preheated before I get to this. Okay, so since we're actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Since we're, wow, what happened to my brain? I had one earlier. Since we're peeling these suckers, we'll just kind of do that as we go. And of course, I just do it on a paper towel. It makes it easier to transfer it to the compost. So yeah, this is gonna take a while. We got a bunch of carrots to peel here. And obviously I'm gonna do a few more because like I said, trying to account for the stems, the roots, I guess, will be cutting off. Would that be the root, Mary?
Carrot is the root.
Well, what's like the greenery kind of top part that would poke out of the ground then? I guess that makes sense. That wouldn't be the root.
So that is easy. Basically, you're just chopping off the top.
Okay, I didn't know if it had a name. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the vlog, Mary!
Hello.
Yeah, that's right, babies. I have a young wife. I'm robbing that cradle for a couple of weeks. That's not a euphemism. If you don't know, Mary is literally 13 days younger than me. That's what you gotta do. You gotta get a young one you can groom. That's why I'm giving her some Bud Light. Oh my God, I'm so breaking all my channel rules right now, aren't I? I'm not supposed to say any of that kind of shit. That is a big carrot. I hope this is good. I'm also a little concerned it's not really gonna make a lot because it says it makes like 4 bowls. It's like, there's more than 4 people, so maybe we'll serve it as cups. But it is for like an Easter dinner where there's plenty of food, so nobody needs. This is not like a dinner portion, so. How about Easter bunnies, carrots, healthy? I was gonna make Rice Krispies treats, but like everybody and their mother is making some kind of pie and dessert, so. Including Mary. But Mary's pie sounds delicious, and I know from experience it very much is.
No, I have to make this pie.
She walked right into it. Zing, bazinga! All right, we're at 8.5 ounces off of those. I might not need the extra carrots. I just bought what they call a 2-pound bag, but we'll see. But, you know, I'm excited to get this going because I'm excited to have my dinner, which tonight's probably going to be some sunny side up eggs and toast. I have been eating way too much on my birthday week. I'm at a terrible, terrible high weight right now. And we still have another amazing dinner tomorrow and then an amazing Easter dinner. So, it's bad, y'all. Eric, a bad, bad man. No. Whoops. Then again, you know, I say that we're going to be good on the weight, and then I get to carrots. I start realizing that I think I just did the really big boys, and now we're going to have to do a bunch of these smaller puppers. I don't do a lot of peeling, so if there's a better peeling technique, I'm sorry. Just turn the music off on this track and let that peeling be like an ASMR thingy. We're at 12.25 now. After this, I gotta go do some Star Wars trailers because Celebration's happening. And I'm really hoping they do drop Mando early since people out there have seen it and spoilers are starting to come out. It's like, man, you really just screwed the entire internet for like a week. Like, even at Celebration, it's like, if you were gonna do that and not release it earlier, couldn't you at least wait to show Celebration till Sunday, you know? And don't tell me to stay off the internet. It's 2023. People work on the internet all the time. The internet is a place you have to be, pretty much, unless you're Mary. All right, almost at a pound. There's 15 ounces. Look at this one. I'm a pair of legs. You ever seen one of these, Mary? You probably have.
Oh, yeah.
Guess we'll just do that. Oh no, Mary. Oh no. I just got triggered. You just reminded me of a certain movie that's apparently getting a sequel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And we will have to see it. Because we like movies. It's like, can't I just go see Mario again? Maybe in 3D. See if Cinemark has it in 40X.
I just saw the thumbnail for the Velvet Critics review of Mario. I was like, yeah. Oh,
I have watched the video, so I'm not going to spoil it. I have watched a lot of videos. I'm excited for SmackDown, and I'm excited to share some wrestling news with y'all tonight in this video. Tempted to say it here, but we'll save it for the wrestling update, which might start becoming a weekly segment in the blog. At least as long as we've got Johnny wrestling, right, Mary?
Alright.
Okay. What are we at? 1 pound, 1 3/4 ounce. We got bigger boys in here. I could go faster. I'm afraid for my fingies because I might actually start making some music this week. So I needs to be able to play the guitar. I'm inspired by the birthday gift Mary got me, which I will also tell you about in the birthday segment.
Yeah, see, now the way I like to peel carrots,
Uh-huh.
first of all, I have to be using like a peeler like mine, which is...
Oh yeah, you like more like the knife peeler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I can hold like the narrow bit
Mhm.
and rest the other tip on the fat tip on the counter.
Yeah, you can.
And just spin it around. Shoop, 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 shoop.
Mm. Shoop, shoop, shoop. That's right. This is not that difficult.
I gotta get me something to eat. I'm starving.
I know. I'm getting to cooking later than I wanted to, so I was like, oh no. And I'm not sure. My plan was when these carrots were roasting, I'd make my eggs in my toast and eat it, but I still will have to deal with peeling and mincing some ginger and some garlic and some and an onion. I don't think that'll take the full 40 minutes, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. Heard.
Bread. That's what you're doing.
What are you, me? Go somewhere and forget why you went there? 1 pound, 4 3/8 ounces. Ooh, here's a fat boy. Look at that little snub nose right there. That's a penis. It's an uncirced penis. What are you having?
Make a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Mmm. It's good to see we still have some of that bread, or is that not the new loaf?
This is the old loaf.
Okay. I mean, not that it's a big deal, but I plan on using a couple slices myself to catch all that ooey, gooey, yolky goodness. Ooh, that was your behind. Blowing my mind. Oh, so much more carrots still to deal with here. We're getting there, though. Slowly but surely. Gotta talk about the Mario movie in this vlog. Gotta talk about how Mary signed up for the MMA. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that yet.
What?
Shh. Good fakery, Mary. Good. Your NDA is still safe. I'm just gonna start like total crazy ass bullshit rumors. Mary just really wants to get into wrestling, so. And yeah, as I suspected, we would preheat long before I'm ready to get shit in the oven, but I guess they expected somebody to be a little more proficient in their peelery.
That's a lot of carrots to peel.
It is. Well, I need 2 pounds. It's one problem with like soups, you know? Tends to take a lot of ingredients, or a lot of an ingredient.
Especially if you're doing like a puree, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I still have to like slice them all down too, so. And not just my normal like quick chop slice. I need to do more of the making them flat, much super surface area style. Which some of these tiny ones, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to pull that off. That probably will just be more of a traditional dicing.
I assume you're roasting until tender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, your super skinny ones, you can actually probably just leave in longer chunks.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I appreciate it, but I mean, I'll figure it out. That sounds kind of like what I was planning.
Because I kind of run into the same thing when I'm doing like carrots in the slow cooker. Because you make them too tiny, they get too cooked.
Right. But this is all going to be blended till smooth, so. Damn it, for a second, Mary, I was like, damn, what are you cooking? It smells good. And I realized it's just the smell of leftover bacon grease heating in the oven. Maybe I will have some bacon with my eggs. All right, what are we at? 1 pound, 10 ounces, and 5/8. Like I said, we're going to lose a lot of this weight because I know I'm going to have to chuck some nubs off, so we want to make sure we get more than 2 pounds ready here.
Now, generally speaking, unless it says someone's so prepared.
I know, it's very unclear. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like, do they mean you start with 2 pounds and then it's what you have left? Because they don't tell you how much to chop off the ends and all that, so I'm like, I'm just going to make sure I have 2 pounds of sliced, diced carrots. Especially where I'm already a little concerned about this being a fairly small recipe. But I feel you. I know where you're coming from.
What's the liquid component for this?
There's a bunch. Well, there's water and vegetable broth and butter and sugar and spice and everything nice. I'm kidding. There's spice, though. Spices. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, got it. Whatever it was. Leafy greens. Well, now I'm wanting peanut butter and bacon because I'm smelling your peanut butter and then I'm smelling the bacon grease and I'm like, nice little peanut butter bacon sandwich. But I think I'll be better off with runny eggs and toast. All right, we are almost at 2 pounds. Yeah, I'm not getting a full 2 pounds out of this bag. Hell, even before I take the nubs off, this bag is a lie. I guess there might be a few ounces of peelings here, I guess.
I'd say so.
Besides, I'd rather prepare more and not need it, because then I can just nom on some tasty carrots. Alright, so there's like a couple little lost nubs in the bag, but that's like 1 pound, 14 1/4 ounces right there. I am not going to deal with those nubs. We're just going to throw those in the compost.
Okay.
Alright, let's prepare a couple more here. It should be great if I can just take the 3 out of this bag, and that's one more thing out of the fridge. So that's probably what I'll do, and hopefully that'll get me right where I need to be. Yeah, they're probably still okay.
We got that super old bag in there. We really need to do something.
I think this is this. There's 2 other bags in there.
No, the one that's like has all where it started rooting.
Oh, I didn't notice they were rooting. I thought this was that bag. I grabbed this because it was smaller and more likely the amount I would need, and I thought I could kill a bag this way. Trying to get that spot. There we go.
This bag.
Oh yeah, that is super rooty. You can see the camera angle down there if you're trying to show them. Yeah, I know. I don't know if you're gonna get a good angle.
I can't get.
I can't see if you've got. There you go. That shows it. All right, we just crossed 2 pounds and a quarter of it and like 1/8 of an ounce. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do these 2 other carrots, and that way I know by the time we chop off the nubs, we'll be pretty close to 2 pounds still.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna bundle up and do some yard work.
All right. This looks like a nice day out. We know it's technically not temperature-wise, but like you said, bundling up and moving around in the sunlight.
Oh. It's Still, it's back to being kind of overcast, but
No.
I don't know. It looks like I really need to mow again.
I figure you're also going to need to bury some compost a little way.
That too. I've almost gotten that whole bed filled.
Is that good?
Well, yeah, because what I'm going to do with that bed, the one I've been directly burying into over the winter, is it's got like 3 spots left that I can put stuff in.
Okay.
Is get some. I'm going to get some more soil to top it off, and then I'm going to see about planting those potatoes.
Okay.
See if I can get more potatoes that we won't eat.
Well, I mean, I got potato plans this year, so we'll see.
I'll plant those new potatoes and then.
New potatoes. No,
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm
And
making...
then those russets that have started sprouting, I might plant some of those too.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. That was a dumb joke. Even for me.
Now, don't know how well those will do because that's a much shallower bed than what you normally do, I think. But
All right.
well, like I said, it's the bed really technically should be rusting anyway, so if nothing happens. It's okay.
Okay. So for those playing along at home, just so you know, I now have 2 pounds and 3 ounces of carrots in that bowl there. So hopefully we don't cut off more than 3 ounces of nubbins.
And if it's easier, you can just shove that whole paper towel in there.
Well, actually that didn't go too bad. I only missed a little bit. Shit. Whoa. A couple of little bits from here.
Yeah. The paper
Plus-
towels are compostable, so like I said, if you're in a situation where it's just easier just to go. Bleh.
Okay, well I was not aware of that.
I'm pretty sure I've told you that in the past.
Well, now I might remember it. Maybe. So let's get all these carrots back out of here.
Hi, Alan. Hi, Chicky Chicky.
Let's go ahead and take all the nubs and tips off and see if we need to do a little bit more or not. Alright, so we're back to a zeroed out bowl. It's only taken like 20 minutes, that's not terrible. Alright, everybody hanging in there. We're getting close to getting some real work done here. And again, as I tell you, if you're new here, this is why we do the time codes. Because maybe you don't want to watch me do all the veggie prep. Okay, we're almost to the moment of truth. I don't know, man. We lost a lot. We did, we lost a lot. So that's showing me 1 pound, 13 1/8 ounce. So let me check something on the recipe. Cause what, I would need like 2 7/8 ounces, so I'd almost need 3 more ounces. It just says 2 pounds of carrots. So, I don't know, we're just gonna hope that that's good. I think that's the plan. Cause I don't really wanna deal with those other carrots in the fridge that usually all. Because I'm lazy, sort of. I'm oddly lazy. Sometimes I'm lazy with some things and then not with others, and you know. I'm Eric Butts, damn it. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I'm the Eric Butts, thank you. Alright, well, that's what that is. We're done with the scale, turning it off, and now let's see what we can do here, because I don't normally cut carrots like this. That's just, I think I'm already making a mistake here. I am not going to get these very consistent. Because these need to all fit. Oh, that's a bad knife technique too with my finger where it just was. These need to be fairly consistent in size and all fit in one layer on this pan. You know what? Screw it. I was trying to do it proper. I'm not going to do it proper. I'm just going to cut them however I'm comfortable cutting them. Because also the way I was going to do it, I just feel like is way more in danger because I'm just not, I don't know, I just need practice. But I feel like I can go through this a lot faster this way. What are you doing? Okay.
I'm eating.
I know, it's just very noisy, isn't it?
Sorry, you know how
No,
my mouth is.
No, it wasn't your, I thought it was your mouth making all that noise. That's why I was like, what? But it was not. It was just the rattling of the baggie. No.
How did it say to cut them up?
You missed the whole conversation I had. I'm abandoning that method because it's going to take me forever and I'm not comfortable with it and I was nervous about how I was going to get my fingers. So I'm just going to go with a more traditional chop because I am not Chef Jeremy Ashby. Just thinking back to that amazing mustard cream they made and him telling me the whole process and I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of work. But you taste the deliciousness of all that work in there. We ended up with, Mary, since you missed it, we ended up with 1 pound, 13 ounces, and 1/8. But I was like, I'm just gonna work with that, it's fine.
After snipping the tips?
Yeah. Yes, I see what I'm doing there. It's fine, I'll live with it. Guessing maybe I should have diced a lot of these quite a bit thicker. Because I don't know how that's going to be a single layer.
It's not.
I should have probably reconfirmed. It's like, what? Oh, you wanted them 1 inch thick? Oh, shit. That's all right. This is not baking. It's not a science. We'll figure it out. We mostly just need to roast them down anyway, so. Oh, Jesus, there's so many more still to do. Normally it's not a problem, but like I said, I'm starting later. I've got a lot to do today. I'm hungry. And again, ignore my not great knife techniques today. Got some rambunctious puritos over there. Having a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting there though. And this is probably the longest physical amount of work. Well, I shouldn't say that because we don't need a lot of ginger. Oh. Well, it's gonna get cooked, so I can rinse it off. It'll be fine. Because I can't afford to lose any. And I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if some of them get mushy, because it is all going to get pureed down to kind of a creamy soup, right?
Yeah.
So again, it would be one thing if we're roasting to keep a certain amount of bite and keeping it more even, but I think a recipe like this, we can cut some corners.
Probably want to keep it closer on your cooking though when you bake it.
The softening.
Yeah, because as well as it could cook a lot faster because you made it so much smaller.
Right, exactly. I was already thinking that. I appreciate you bringing it up though. And I am gonna be tossing these like in the middle and checking on them, so.
Yeah. Well, what you may also end up doing is you may have to like scoop out some of the smaller stuff.
And then just put the bigger ones back in a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see, because they're also gonna get boiled down and stuff for a bit too.
I'm not concerned about stuff burning.
Oh yeah, well I'll make sure they don't burn. He says.
Itty bees.
Oh, there she is. I have not seen my baby girl today.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been downstairs.
She's loafing on the standing mat over here.
Okay.
Yeah, hi baby girl.
Get up.
Here.
All right, almost there. Last round of chopping.
Okay.
Are
Itty bee that is not scratching folks.
Are those boots made for walking?
Theoretically, but I don't think I want to do a lot of hiking in them.
Is that just what they'll do?
I got you, Steve.
Okay, we'll deal with cleanup here in a minute. Let's go ahead and work on getting these tossed in some oil and a little bit of salt, I believe. Don't hold me to that till I look at the recipe. And then we will come back and go ahead and prep our garlic and onion and seasonings. And then I'll probably pause while we wait on these to finish. So.
Check. That is Mama's. He's like, no, it's my toy now.
I'll put that away in a minute. All right, so what do we need now?
I'm trying to get your shoes on.
All right, so we're going to... Two tablespoons of olive oil, half a teaspoon of fine sea salt. Fine. Oh, come on. Oh wait, that's not fine sea salt though. That's regular sea salt. Didn't I buy fine sea salt?
The only fine salt that I know of is the table salt.
I mean, that sea salt will work. But I feel like, oh, I got a Mario mug. I should have been drinking my coffee out of it for today. That's like fine sugar, right? Yeah, that's sugar. I'm behind the cornmeal. Yeah, I guess this is the sea salt I work with then. Alright, well we just got regular sea salt, but whatever. All right, 2 tablespoons, and then what was it? It was like half a tablespoon or half a tea? Half a tea. All right, so I need a table and half a tea.
All right, is it just the sprinkle onto the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than that.
What? Yeah. Well, there's gonna be more salt later too, so. So we want... How's my camera angle? That's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and figure out roughly 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Now I get the little brush out and.
I'm gonna put on gloves and hit them with my hand
Okay.
to really coat everything.
All right.
And leave that on standby in case we want more. Okay.
I guess first things first, I should probably.
Crab baskets. It's time for your examination. I know how to put on gloves. Don't rush me. Excuse me. So we're just gonna kind of work this by hand. Make sure everything gets a nice little coating. And we are looking for some caramelization. Obviously, I will talk more about that in a second when we throw these in there. I think I got more oil down on this side to play with. Some nice, glistening, shiny, beautiful carrots. Starting to flatten them out here a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to get as close to a single layer as I can, but I mean, come on. That ain't happening. But it doesn't hurt to get it as close as you can.
Excuse me, I need some gloves.
You want mine?
No. There you go. Refill the bird feeders.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's probably about as good as I'm getting that. And honestly, I'm almost able to get these into just a single layer, but... Okay. I'm gonna call that there. Okay, now, we already have the oven set to 400. It's already preheated. So we're gonna put that in there. Now we're gonna place the carrots on the baking sheet, add the olive oil, the salt. We're gonna toss until they're lightly coated and in a single layer. Roast the carrots until they're caramelized on the edges and easily pierced through by a fork. 25 to 40 minutes, tossing halfway. Heirloom carrot varieties will roast in as little as 25 minutes, but regular carrots, like these, are more dense and typically require 35 to 40. And once they're almost done, we're gonna start doing the other stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and prep the other stuff. Let me just go ahead and get these in the oven and we'll try to keep an eye on them. I'm gonna set a 20-minute timer at first. That way we'll know to bring them out and toss them. All right. Echo, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. And the next thing we're gonna do is clean up a little bit here. And then we'll start prepping our other ingredients. We're gonna need more of that later. We're gonna need more of that later. I may need that bowl later, so I'm just gonna kind of wipe it out. Or actually, it'll be a good place to put my onions while we wait to use them. Alright, get my knife wiped down a little bit. Wipe this bowl out. Mostly in case there was like any dirty carrot stuff in there. So got that. Okay. Okay. So now let's start prepping some other ingredients. So we're gonna want onion. We're gonna soften the onion. Then we're gonna add the garlic, the seasonings, and that's where the ginger will go. So I got a plan for that. So I think we're gonna do the onion next, and then we'll work the garlic, ginger, and seasonings together in a thing. All right, how much onion? 1 medium yellow onion, chopped. Chopped. Oh, I don't even have to really dice this up. Good, this will go fairly quickly. All right, where are you at, medium yellow onion? There you are. Nope, those are lemons. Slightly different flavor profile, I'd say. That's my tomato I need to get to. What have I done? There's my onion. My onion. Got a yellow onion. Get rid of the pocket sticker so it doesn't go in the compost. I think this one had 2, yeah. Good catch. Okay. Get rid of those. Open the compost up. Grab my kniff. And since this just needs to be chopped, we don't have to do a lot of work here. So I mean, that to me says it can be a rough chop. Okay, hang on. That is, I don't like that. Oh, see? Okay. I'm glad I had my, all right, I'm just gonna really, there we go. Really push down. Okay, we're good, we're good. And take off a little bit of the tip so I can peel. Take off a little, this tip so I can peel. Let's clean up what I can real fast. I really need to sharpen my knife. Then we're gonna peel back a layer of onion here. Okay, you're good. Peel back a layer of onion off this one. Take kind of a big peel. I think this is a slightly older onion. So I'm kind of actually really peeling off a little bit more than I probably need to, but also it's a little bit bigger than what it probably actually wanted. All right. And then we're just gonna want to chop. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take the roots off. Just give it a bit of a rough chop. Might as well break it up slightly in here. I'll get more broken up in the pan and eventually. All right. Oh, shit. 2 points. I'm gonna have to go dig that onion that just flew into my birthday gift bag. All right, let me go grab that because I'm afraid I'll. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Eric. I forgot I had the lid down there. Daddy is noisy. All right, same deal. Let's get rid of that root. And we'll just rough chop. Hi, Jack. You checking it out because the thing's wobbling? Alrighty. So I'm making fairly quick work of the onions since we didn't have to make anything too fancy here. Yeah, just keeping it reasonably even for sauteing. You know, I mean, I've sauteed enough onions. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine here. And I thought I was going to get away without my eyes watering, but they are just now starting. Alright, onion's good. Okay. Clean that down a little. Alright. I will need to do more compost and put that lid on. Alright, let me look how much garlic and all that stuff I need so we can get to it. 2 cloves of garlic pressed or minced. I'll do 3. We need the coriander. Oh, I'm gonna have to grind some. Ground cumin. Need to do a lemon at the end here. And then some ginger as well, because that's an additive. It's not in the original recipe, but it says to add some if you want it. So where was that garlic I just had? That's my ginger. Here's the garlic. Get some fresher-ish garlic. I got a small piece of ginger. I knew we didn't need a lot. That's actually 2 cloves in there. That's probably fine. I don't want to go too heavy on the garlic because this is not just for me. This is for other people, I gotta remember. Let me peel this real fast. Usually I would do that beforehand. But we only got like 3 cloves we gotta work with. Shouldn't take too long, theoretically, he says. He was like, why do I smell coffee? And I'm like, because your face is right in front of the coffee pot, idiot. Like, oh yeah. That would clearly explain where the coffee smell comes from. Come on, almost got this one. I assume that's Mary I hear doing that noise. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Alright, there's that one. Guess I could just, you can kind of see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Oh man, that one peeled right the hell out. That was lovely. This one's coming out, starting to come out fairly easy too, so. Beautiful. Booyakasha. Alright. Quick work of these, just gonna take off those little nubbies. Alright, we're gonna move that to the side. Okay. Alright, let me grab the seasonings. So we need ground cumin. I know we got plenty of that. And then we need ground coriander, and I don't have any ground, so we are going to grind our own. Just whole coriander, ground cumin, ground cumin. And I'm just gonna throw this one out, it has too much crap in it. All right, how much of what do I need? So, okay, yeah, that and that. And that, all right. I only really need half a teaspoon of the ground coriander. God, that's not a lot. I don't have like just a easy grinder, do I? I'm gonna have to use a whole big freaking thing. Ground coriander, cumin, and that. Okay. All right, let me get a little ramekin thingy. Use a slightly bigger one because of something I'm doing today. And then how much of the ground cumin? 1/4 teaspoon. Good Lord, that's like hardly anything. A teaspoon. There's 1/4 teaspoon. All right. So for the ground cumin, 1/4. All right. No, wait. Yeah. Maybe a touch more in there than requested. Gee. Do I have something? Do I really need to bust out this whole freaking grinder for that little? Yeah, I guess so. I don't really have an option here. Where are you at? Shame, man. Shame I gotta use this whole thing to do half a... Where's the camera? Half a teaspoon of this shit. Alright, hold on. Give me a minute to work here. I will move the camera where you can see it momentarily. Move all of these waters. Alright, so what? Half a teaspoon? Yeah, half a teaspoon. So I'm definitely going to be grinding more than I need. Oh, this is fresh too. Alright, so like this is the quarter measure here, so maybe just a touch more just to make sure I get enough, because some of it may get lost to the grinder. Alright, Putties, loud noise. You're okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good, everybody. Ooh, it smells good. It's not as ground as I'd like it. This is sort of the problem where there's not a lot in there. Let's just add a bunch. There's just too much space. It's not grinding up enough. I feel like I smell my motor starting to burn a little. Alright, let me bring this over here. Let's see what we can do. We'll just try to get as much of the finer stuff as we can. One. I need a little bit more than that. Okay. And of course that sucker is hand wash only, so that's fun. I'm gonna give this a little mix up. And I'm gonna try and leave this like there. Okay. And I'm already kind of changing my plan slightly. I'll bring the camera back over. So what I was gonna do was I was thinking I would, since it all goes in the same time, I'd go ahead and grate, or not grate, but, ew. That's not good. Oh, that got super moldy on that open end. Oh, luckily I don't need too much of that. Interesting. I was gonna go ahead and, what's the word? Mince my garlic into that. But I don't know, it might get wet and clumpy now that I think about it. So we'll just go ahead and grate up some ginger, and then we'll do a little separate ramekin of the warm and or wet and wild. I don't know what I'm saying.
Whew, it's chilly out there. Let's finish feeding the birds.
Chilly.
Gotta go to work in the yard.
All right, you enjoy. Now, I think this is what I want, like 2 tablespoons. So for the the ginger variation, you want to add freshly grated ginger with the garlic and ground spices. Use 1 teaspoon for subtle flavor, 2 teaspoons for more prominent flavor, or 1 tablespoon for relatively spicy ginger carrot. So I'm gonna go in the middle. I'm gonna do that 2 teaspoons. So let me get a little thing here where I can sort of measure what a teaspoon is. And then I'm gonna try a new method for peeling that y'all taught me last time. So first let's just get off a nice little nub. See what we can work with here. No, I don't know. I was told to use a spoon to peel, but maybe not. Maybe I'm going about this very wrong. But let's also move that out the way. Yeah, okay. New day rocks. New day rocks. I guess maybe this would have been easier if I hadn't taken it off the whole thing. Actually, no, I see how it's working. It's working pretty well. I think this might definitely be working better than the peeler idea. You know, last time I worked with ginger, I was in here with that peeler you saw me using earlier, and like all the little crevices and everything, and I had to do a lot of ginger for that recipe. I think that was back when I was making a ginger simple syrup for a Dagobah slug slinger. I hope we get enough out of this piece. I don't really want to deal with more. I think we've almost got it peeled. Almost there. I'm not going to peel the nub too much because I'm going to use that to grab onto. I'm going to use this to clean off the sticky stuff. Okay. Shit. There, alright. And I'm not going to use a big box grater for this. We will use one of my smaller little hand grater. And let's see what we can get here. And not lose my knuckles. No. Okay. Yeah, I should probably just work with a bigger piece. Like a much larger piece. Because, like, that's... It's not a lot. And we're coming along here. Not as well as I was thinking we were. I thought maybe that was making a nice little push, but that's hardly a tablespoon right there. And of course, if I was using a bigger piece, I might be more willing to go a little more hard at this. All right, Echo dismiss timer. All right, let's, we need to go check on those. I'm gonna say that's roughly a tablespoon. I think we will, after we check these veggies, we're just gonna get a bigger piece of this and really just go ham. Because I think I just made such a tiny nub that, you know, what are you gonna do? All right, so we're gonna pull these out for a minute. Toss them. Excuse me, Napoleon, I need to get in here, buddy. I know you like that heat. You can go back in a minute. Woo. Ooh. I hadn't really considered. I had a plan for how to toss these, but then I thought, oh, you know what? I probably don't want to put, rubber on my hands and put them down in the boiling oils. So we're definitely gonna, let's use these These both available. Here we go. Silicone things. We're just kind of tossing them around. Smell good. All right, then we're just kind of try to flatten them back out. Yeah, I can definitely feel some textural differences as we go, of course. I'm just kind of feeling them out a little bit too as I work this around. I think we're doing pretty good here in terms of not worrying yet about anything burning. But you can kind of tell, like some of the definite thicker boys are just not ready yet. But then some of the tiny boys are probably pretty good. But it's fine if they get overly mushy. We just don't want them burning and we don't want to leave anything too firm. So they've also shrunk down some. Yeah, this is not going to make a whole lot of soup, even with the liquids that go in here. Shit. Okay, either side. Put it back in the oven. Echo, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Starting now.
Thank you.
While you wait.
Nope, Echo, stop. Echo, go home. Echo, go home. Okay. Whew, we are getting somewhere. So now I just gotta peel this sucker back off some. Honestly. This thing does not have too many nubs in there. I think I am gonna give it a crack at the other peeler. We'll just use the spoon for any nitty-gritty little spots that become problematic. Okay. Maybe. There we go. Going a little bit more careful because it is getting a little wet. Ooh, it was close. I felt it hit my finger. Tapping my finger quite a bit, so try to be patient. We're almost there. Okay, let me see what I'm working with here. We'll do a little cleanup work. Okay. I think we're good enough to be able to grate some more here. This seems to be working much better. Seems to be is the key word. Not totally sold yet. Okay, see how much we can get off. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So maybe just for good measure, we'll just go ahead and grate some more in here. Like straight into the thing. Because again, we like a healthy amount of ginger. We're ginger people. Despite our hair color. Wait, is that like a slur? Am I not supposed to say that? I don't know where we stand on the use of ginger for red hair. So apologies, and don't intend to piss anybody off. Okay. That should be that. That should be the end of the cutting board. So let me go ahead and work on... Let's get these out of the way. And we're done with the knife. Yeah. Actually, let me confirm that we're done with all the prep work other than mincing the garlic. So we got the carrots prepared, yellow onion prepared, garlic we're about to do, coriander, cumin, good. Lemon. Right, I will need to juice a lemon. We'll get to that. And the ginger. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, so all this part's done. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, a little piece of paper there. Let's go ahead and use my mincer and get all this garlic in there. And since we're not in a big hurry, because we're doing this ahead of time, I'm going to go ahead and move that peel around and see if I can mince a little extra out of it. All right, that's one down. Same deal, see if we can get a little extra out of there. Okay, and one more. It does ask for 2 cloves, but you know me, I love my garlic, so I'm always gonna add a little extra. Plus, I feel like since I'm kind of cheating with a mincer like this, that I might lose a little more than they intend for the recipe, so I was trying to get a little extra in there. Okay. Almost done. So now we have our garlic and our ginger, our spice mixture. Onions ready. Carrots are getting there. We are going to want to start keeping an eye on them soon. All right. Despite that mold, I will save that. I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to get a little baggie, so we're going to do a little cleanup work here. Actually, I'm going to peek at the carrots. Looking good. I don't see any burning yet. take that chunk. And I'm just gonna get rid of the rest. Okay, into the compost chute, Flyboy. Very carefully. Actually, I should have kind of organized it up here over the counter. And there we go. And that's that for the cutting board. I put my spices away. God damn it, Aaron. I gotta get in the habit of putting that lid back on like immediately. Keep kind of screwing myself over. I know we're gonna need the oil. And we're almost to the next phase here. Okay. I think I have another lemon. I guess I gotta do the lemon juicing. Yep, I got this bad boy. Get a little soft, but still good for some juicy juice. Alright. Okay. We've almost cleaned as we go. Alright, I need to grab a juicer. Whoa, shit. Ain't done that a little too fast and too hard. Dang, Aaron, how did you get this stuff so out? There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're what am I doing? Plate. We're rolling right along, man. You know, we've already had those carrots back in for another 10 already, so they're already at 30. Oh, god dang. I don't really need to prep that one too much because it is soft and going to be juicy as is, so. Oh yeah, jeez. Whew. Juicy boy. I might actually change my cocktail plan because I had an idea for a cocktail and then I was like, well, I'm gonna have a lot of lemon juice now. Maybe I should make my, well, not mine, I found somebody's recipe, but the ginger lemon drop. Which basically is a lemon drop, but I'm using my ginger simple syrup, which we still have. It theoretically should have gone bad by now, but it has not. God, I probably made that a year ago. Maybe it has gone bad. Alright. What kind of lemon juice did I get? How much did I actually get out of that? Dang, son. Although, I'm going to have to fish out a little bit of stuff that got in there that shouldn't have. But how much is this? That's a lot. I got like a third a cup of lemon juice out of that. Which is pretty substantial. But yeah, something's in there that should not be. Little tiny seed particles and stuff made it in. See if we can get some of that out. Without losing too much juice. I don't know why I just put it back on the strainer. At least I'm not going to be pushing it back in, so. Okay. I think we're okay. Okay. So that is everything prepped. Let me eyeball these carrots, and then I'll probably load the dishes. And it's about time to start sauteing. Those are looking pretty good. Starting to shrivel slightly. Let me get my soup pot out. I'm sorry, Napoleon, I gotta clang and bang over here a bit, bud. We're gonna want some unsalted butter, which I did buy some. It's not my favorite brand, because they aren't stocking my favorite anymore, it looks like. The Tillamook. I mean, they still stock the salted Tillamook, but I don't know about the... Oh good, I've got some unsalted Tillamook back there. I can get to it. Alrighty. Let that be softening slightly. What else am I gonna need? Let's start figuring it out, huh? Shall we? Alright, extra virgin olive oil divided. Oh, was I supposed to toss that in extra virgin? It didn't say EVO on the cooking. It just said olive oil, so oh well. Sea salt, we got it. Onion, garlic, got it. Coriander, cumin, got it. Vegetable broth, I'll grab. Water, salt and salted butter, lemon juice, black pepper. Alright. Black pepper, we still got that salt out here. Let's see, how much veggie broth? I know it needs 4 cups, so that should technically be a whole box. So there we go, we got some Kroger veggie broth. We're gonna need a cup measurement for some agua. I guess I will need to move this somewhere for a minute, because I'll need somewhere to put those carrots when the time comes. And I think we are just about ready to start the next part, so okay. So once the carrots are almost done roasting, which is close, in a Dutch oven or soup pot, we're gonna warm the remaining tablespoon of olive oil over medium heat until shimmering. Add the onion, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and cook. Stirring occasionally, 5 to 7 minutes. You know, basically just gonna do our little saute thing here. So let me grab the EVO. Now that I realize I wanted that. Oh, where the fuck is it? Are you the EVO? Here we are. Extra. Whoa, what was that? Probably the Worcestershire. Nope, that's the avocado oil. That's right, I'm gonna need to get this food processor out soon. Let me check the carrots one more time. They're good. All right, so well, they're working. I'm gonna go ahead and load up the dishwasher a little bit here, make some room in the sink. Shouldn't take but a moment. Just to be safe. There. Right there. I'm gonna put my coffee cup in there. We clean as we go. Okay. So let's get a good camera set up here. We will give you a better view of that eventually. All right, I need to treat my hands because we're done getting them wet for a while. And we will figure out the next step. I'll eat when I'm dead. Okay. So I know we're gonna get the EVO heated up. Onions and salt, saute. And about then, I'm like, honestly, our carrots should be about ready. Matter of fact, you know, I'm gonna give a pork tender test on one of the big boys to see if they're ready to come out. Be a long fork though. Just let me grab my oven mitt so I can pull the tray out some. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna give that just a moment longer. Some of those are very, very close, but not 100% just yet. But we can get started here. So how much EVO am I putting in for this onion? I mean, I really don't need to measure, but tablespoon of olive oil. But I'm gonna, because it is gonna be soup based and I don't wanna have too much of something. All right, we'll actually use the EVO this time, since I missed that the first time. Oops. Might be a touch more, but not by a lot, it's fine. See, now we have more room in the sink to throw more shit in there. Should be done with the EVO. Alright. Medium heat until shimmering. Let me coat the pan, medium heat coming up. Just heat up faster if I kind of get it flattened out. Good enough. Okay, we're gonna get the wooden spoon. Yeah. Wooden spoon. Ready to roll. Okay. Don't need this oil. Alright, we're gonna hit with a quarter teaspoon of salt, onions, yeah, then we give that 5 to 7. And we're gonna add that stuff. Okay. Alright, we're just waiting on the oil to shimmer. I guess at this point I should try and give you a better vantage point over here. This is where we're gonna predominantly be working. Echo, cancel, timer. I'm just gonna go from eyes here. Okay. At this point, I'm like, I need to eat, but I do not have time to stop and make my dinner. So I'm like, hey Mary, would you come do me a favor? But I do gotta eat light, man. I've been killing myself. I mean, delicious food I've been having, but I've been having way too much fucking food for my birthday. I'm over celebrating in food and events because I'm barely having any time at home this week. That's why I haven't gotten to Resident Evil yet. In the meantime, this is starting to clump a little. I'm gonna kind of break that up. It was my salt. I was lumping. Get some clumpies out of there. Okay. Peek at these carrots again right quick. Nothing burning. All good in the hood. Smells really good though, those roasted carrots. They really do. Yeah, hold on. Let me check something on the thing. We should be getting pretty close. That's just about to shimmering. Roast the carrots until the caramelize on the edges. Easily pierced by a fork. What's your definition of easily? Alright, let me just check those one more time. Might just go ahead and pull them. Yeah, that's pretty easily pierced. That's pretty easily pierced. There's like the slightest amount of give on some of the thick boys. So I will give it a little bit longer. Echo, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Yeah, it's starting to shimmer. Okay. Should get a nice little sizzle. All the onions are in. Salt, we need a teaspoon or a quarter teaspoon of the salt. And let's start moving around, getting them coated in the oil. Woo. Break up some of these onions that are still together when you see them. All right, and then after that, we're going to add in our dry and wet seasonings and let that just kind of toast a little bit for 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're going to hit it with the vegetable broth and water. We, deglaze the pan. Then we're going to add in the roasted carrots. Bring it to a boil, then reduce for a 15-minute simmer. Okay. Thinking in that 15 minutes, maybe that's when I can make me a little din-din. I saw some onions sticking together. Alrighty. I do believe we're mostly done measuring things until we get to blending in some butter and stuff in the actual blending section. Move this coriander out of the way here. Yeah, I need to figure out a nice little simplified spice grind solution for when I do need to grind something just a little bit. I guess a mortar and pestle and mortar. There he has one. Oh, there it is. Drink a little water. Burp a little. Eyeball the carrots. They're looking good in there. Okay. Kind of imagining how I'm going to load the dishwasher. Technically, I don't have to wash my coffee pot for the next couple of days. I'll be on the single Instacups. So I got to get up and get going Saturday and Sunday especially. Was that the one that was? There we go. These are starting to look pretty nice. I think it's going to take the 7. We're going to give it the 7 minutes, but onion, we're going to pull those carrots in about 30 seconds because they should be good. Now we're cooking with gas, literally. All right. Out come the carrots. Oh, I want to do a thing now. Echo. Set timer for 2 minutes.
Starting now.
Echo. Dismiss timer. I do have one burnt nugget in here. I just noticed it was hiding from me. Can we see? Yeah, like right there. But other than that, they look pretty good. And look at a fat boy. Oh yeah, that is no resistance whatsoever. That's good. Oh yeah, these are all, yeah, these will blend up nicely. Didn't get a whole lot of caramelization, a little bit here and there. I think I had them a little too tossed in the oil, but those I'm gonna say are awesome. And I know next is our seasonings, right? Yeah, garlic, coriander, cumin. For that minute. Then after that minute, add the carrots. We may need to let those go a little bit longer because where I didn't really dice it fine, it's going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to go ahead and get my vegetable broth open so it's ready to go. And we are going to measure it to be sure because I don't feel like I actually get 4 cups out of one of these every time it tells me that I will, but we will see. I mean, they're looking pretty good right now, but they could stand to go a little longer. Despite the thing is about to, you know, do its thing. God, I just really feel like that is not a lot of carrot. All right, echo dismiss. So yeah, we're just gonna let this go just a little bit longer. See if we can get you more into the looking at the pot here. Bear with me while I fix my angle. So my tiny ones are starting to caramelize a little bit. All right. Because I'm impatient, I'm going to say that's good. I may need a little spoon to get that out with, huh? Hey now, you be chill. I'm going to go ahead and get this on. I'm going to try and put it on top of the onion so it doesn't burn while I'm doing the rest of the work. Echo, set timer for 1 minute. Oh my god, that smells so good. That garlic and ginger. Oh man. And it's fine if it hits the bottom a little bit and browns a little bit. Just don't let it burn. Keep it moving. And I'm gonna say that's good. I'm just gonna start getting my stuff in here. So let's see. I just want to at least get 1 cup in here. Come on. 1. Oh shit, that splashed out a bit, but hey. 2. 3. That splashed out some too. 4, and you know what, we're just putting the whole box in. It's definitely a little bit more than 4 cups, that's fine. Let's start, okay. Echo, dismiss timer. I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of scraping the bottom a bit. And we gotta put some water in, then we'll get the carrots in. Yeah, I can see I've got some bits down there that we want to deglaze. Don't forget the sides. Splashing. I'm not even into splashing. Okay. How much water did I need to put in here? Was it 1 cup or 2 cups? 2 cups of water we want to get in here, so we're going to do that. And since we're a little heavy on the vegetable broth, this can go a little light. 1. And 2. Okay. Let's give that a little stir, do a little more deglazing. Alright. Scraping up the brown bits, yep. Alright, now we're gonna add the carrots. We gotta bring the heat up to high to get it to a boil. Okay, I think we got that. Is this touchable yet? Yeah. Let's use one of these. Let's go ahead and just kind of move all these down, make this a little bit easier. Maybe we'll let that little burn buddy go in there. Just gonna say that one's caramelization. Okay, it's still a little warm, but it's definitely handleable. Okay. Carrots are in. Let's give it a stir. Everything nice and kind of blended. I'm looking ahead here. Okay. All right, so that's pretty good. Set that aside. Just wipe this corner. Turn off the oven. We'll get to that in just a second. I might as well just go ahead and toss this. No reason to hold on. All right. Oven off. All right, now we take this up to high heat so we can get it to a nice boil. See that? I didn't turn it off. Good, good, good. Okay. Dirty, dirty. Dirty, dirty. All right, so at this point, we're going to turn it up to high heat to bring it up to a roaring boil. And once it hits the boil, we're going to reduce the heat as necessary to maintain a gentle simmer for 15 minutes so the flavors can melt. And then after that, we need to let it cool for a bit. And then we're going to work with our food processor because I don't have a blender. And hopefully blend this sucker down nice and smooth. I wonder if I'll have to also put it, maybe I should work in batches. I'm going to consider if I want to put it in my NutriBullet because that'll definitely make it a lot smoother. But I probably have to work in batches if I do that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah. There's the other factor we're going to have here too, which is I've only got about 20 minutes left on this recording card. So I think I may have to skip this part so I have a chance while this is happening to go and empty this card so I can catch the rest on a good thing. And maybe during that time I will make me some din-din. Maybe. If I'm lucky. I don't know. Things have not been decided. I don't know if these are recyclable or not. I'll have to ask Mary. The broth containers. She teaches me how to tell, and I just, for some reason, do not retain that knowledge. And I know it's got to be frustrating for her. But, you know. I guess we'll at least go till we get our boil and get it simmering. Another capsule on it, probably. Alright. Butter, salt, lemon juice. I mean, pepper, okay. Just feel like I should give this another little stir. Also kind of scraping the bottom a little just to see if I left anything behind. I think we're golden. It's cold enough to put away. Yeah, it's cold enough to put away.
Hi, Eric.
And I believe I'm done with the sea salt. If not, it's easy enough to get back, but I might as well go ahead and continue to keep my workspace as good as possible. Alright, take this back off of here so it doesn't get bumped and broken. And yeah, alright, so we're just waiting on it to start boiling. That's Mary out at my door. Oh, is Smackdown about to start? Okay. Just checking all my socials. I can see it starting to try to bubble up around the edge. Oh, good. Got accepted to a local music group I wanted in on, so maybe I can put together a band. Oh. Give this another little stir. Actually, while that takes a second, I'm going to start closing down some stuff in my laptop so I can turn it off and hook it up upstairs to the 1,000 things I have to hook into. So, quit. Quit it. Ow, quit it. Ow, quit. Quit. Close. 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 And shut down. Shut down. But because that sounds like it's going now. Okay, so now let's bring that down. Go just above medium-low for a moment. I just realized this is a completely vegetarian dish too, so awesome. Look at me! Actually, is this... Oh wait, you know what? It's not completely vegetarian. Nor is it completely vegan. It is so far. But we are going to end up putting butter in there. That's still a pretty heavy simmer. Let's bring that down some more. We're going to keep our eyes on it here. Okay. I would not call that a gentle simmer, but it will calm down into a gentle simmer. The trick is not to let it stop simmering. So you do kind of have to keep your eyes on it a little bit. And yeah, I think you'd get like 3 really substantial bowls, maybe 4 out of this. So I guess we could probably do 6 or 8 cups out of this, which should cover Easter. It's just a shame I don't get to really eat any here. I will definitely be taste testing. But yeah. 16 minutes left on this card. All right, I'm gonna say that we've hit the gentle simmer. So echo, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Little man, put that shit in my hand. All right, well, I do need to, I'm gonna hop back and forth because I wanna get this set up so I can dump this card. We're not gonna watch it simmer for 15, but there is more to be done. Once this is done, we gotta let it cool. I'm gonna do that off camera, and I'll let you know how long. And then we gotta get it in a blender or food processor, and we're gonna add lemon juice, butter, pepper, and that should do it. So, all right, we'll be back. Okay, how long has it been? I'm guessing it's been about half an hour. I let it cool down after the simmer. One trick to helping it cool down is every once in a while give it a little stir so it'll release some of the heat out from underneath. So I've got it down to where it's not steaming that much. We also have the camera in a slightly different position so I can give you a better look at what comes next, which is blender. I have a food processor. If this does not make it smooth enough, I will just use my immersion blender. It'll take less room than running batches through my NutriBullet. So got it plugged in, got it ready to go. We just need to start getting the soup in there. And then we're gonna add a tablespoon of butter. I forget how much lemon juice, we'll figure that out. And some grinds of black pepper. Blend and then taste for seasoning. And that's how this is gonna work. And I can already see that I'm gonna need to, well, we'll make it work. I'm not entirely sure. Do I actually? No, I don't need it's not hot. The handles aren't hot. Oh, this is gonna get so splattery. I'm doing this in the worst way I possibly could have. Jack, honey, hang on, buddy. Mama will be out soon. I don't know where my max fill line is on this. I think we're okay. It's gonna be close. Okay, I need... Can you hand me the spoon? Thank you. Just want to get the rest of the goodies out of here. And if you're wondering, I ended up just making myself a couple of hot dogs. Just basic ketchup, relish, mustard, relish. Oh. This thing is unwieldy to hold one-handed for too long.
You need help?
Yeah. And on the other side of me, just take this handle and help me take some of the weight off while I scrape this out. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get some of this extra garlic and ginger in there. Almost got what I need. Okay, and then I got it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I was
gonna take it off your hands.
It's a little stabby with that much weight if you hold it too long. This is like pushing it, but I think we're okay.
Take it slow.
Oh, this does not have speed control. I still need to get a blender that has speed control. Okay, so we're gonna add the tablespoon of unsalted butter. I went ahead and grabbed one. It's been sitting at room temperature for a while. You can add another one if you want it creamy. Then I need to see how much lemon juice do I need to put in here. Come on. Where are you? Lemon juice. 1.5 teaspoons. So let me get a half teaspoon. By chance a half teaspoon? Well, la-di-da. Wait, no, that's a half tablespoon.
There's a half teaspoon.
I know. Well, then you need to hear the question I asked because I said, "Are you?" And you said yes, and that is not a half teaspoon.
Oh.
I've already used the half teaspoon. Yeah, you're like my dad. Like you're just answering questions without actually hearing them correctly. There's a half teaspoon. Okay. So we're gonna do 3 half teaspoons. Ooh, that's a little heavy. Oh, that's all a little heavy. I hope we're okay there. Several. Yeah, he wants in your room so bad. So, about that much. All right. Lock down the lid. Cover up the exposed holes, and let's take it a little easy. We're just gonna pulse to start, just to make sure we aren't gonna splatter all over the place. Ooh, that It is gonna want to spout out of here. I can already tell. I think we are just a hair too much, to be honest. Oh, yep, we're leaking out the sides a little. Oh, and we're leaking over here. Oh, man, we're leaking everywhere except where I fucking protected it. Crap on a fucking cracker, man.
What blew up this time?
Huh?
What blew up this
Nothing blew up. It's just, it's a little too much. It is, I just said, I saw it like it was gonna come out here. I put down paper towels here. It came out everywhere except there.
Oh.
Shit. All right.
Is there like a max fill line on that?
Probably, but I don't know where the fuck it is. And I was already putting everything in. Well, the max line is like, it's pointing to up there. We're under the max line. I need more paper towels. Look at all over this thing. You see? Where was it?
Yeah, I see it. Interesting.
Anyways, you're now in the way.
As I asked, ma'am.
I'm just gonna pour some back in the thing. Oh, fuck me, dude. Shit. Yeah, I know. It just like leaked all over everything.
Okay, you deal with that. I'll deal with this.
I don't even know what you're dealing with. Oh, thank you. Now that so much of this is blended down, I wonder if I can put the rest of that back in since it's a lot smoother now.
Probably.
It wasn't like really coming up on me because they're also like, you know, seasoned to taste. And it's like, if you do it in batches, how do you know? Oh, you squirted vinegar. I'm like, why do I smell vinegar? I didn't use vinegar in this recipe.
I just want to make sure I get that under the thing before I put the knob back on.
Completely understand. I just...
I tried to spray it directly into the paper towel to keep it from aerating too much.
I appreciate that. I wasn't complaining. I was literally just explaining this, like, I had a moment of what the fuck, and then I was like, ah, okay, I know what's happening. Yeah, it'll be easier if you do. Just the same deal. You're kind of tilting, like, yeah.
Well, you kept pulling it towards you. That's... I thought it was a weird angle.
We got it.
We did?
I think so. Alright, let's see if that works or if I'm just about to be a dumb fool again. Let's see what we got. Doesn't really visually look super smooth, but
These are kind of weirdly off center.
everything on this stove is weirdly off center, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's got kind of a nice texture. It's definitely more like puree than, but I mean, of course I did puree. I didn't really blend, but that's like a good soup texture, yeah.
Yeah. Did you get a spoon out for me?
Yeah, just in case. Okay.
All right.
Let's, hold on. Here we go. Mmm. That's pretty good. It's kind of subtle flavors, but I think it's one of those, like, as you have more bites of it, it's going to kind of start building the flavor. It's definitely got the carrot, real subtle hint of the ginger.
I feel like it needs a touch of something, but I can't figure out what.
Salt, pepper. It says you could add a little more salt, pepper. Or we can make it creamier with another tablespoon of butter. That's the suggested.
I'm thinking maybe a touch of salt.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, you want to throw these in the dishwasher and all. I'm gonna hit it with a couple more grinds of pepper too. No, you're fine. I was reaching around you.
He's like, I cannot take out your thigh.
I understand. I appreciate that. I will go back to the sea salt too, just because that's what it's making me work with. Let's keep it.
I left Jack in my room apparently.
Oh. Maybe like half a teaspoon. Try not to eat too much of it so we have enough to serve people. Mmm. Oh, yeah. I may have got that just right. There was like an immediate difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really kind of warmed up the carrots, like almost brought the butter out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Hi, Nappy Man.
Oh, poor Napoleon. Didn't you just eat, buddy?
Yeah, but he's hoping you have chicken.
Oh, I'm sorry, there's no chickie, buddy. This is pretty vegetarian and vegan other than the butter.
He's like, I'll take some butter.
Yeah. You think that's good, or I'm pretty happy with that?
Yeah, I think that's
Because
good.
again, I think the more you spoon it, and then it'll sit for a couple of days and meld, so.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, thank you so much. All right, well, there you have it. That is, I mean.
We're also out of tiny spoons, so.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna wash these dishes too. That is, I mean, you saw it on the spoon, you saw us taste it. I don't necessarily need to go to those close-ups, so. There you go. Spicy, or, carrot ginger soup. Now, I think, personally, I think I should have gone with a lot more ginger. I went in the middle ground of what it suggested. I probably should have gone to the extreme end. Because it's not a lot in there, but I do think it's in there, and I do think you'll get more as you eat it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta go let Jack out. He's like, what's going on? They're eating foods. All right, well, there you go. There's a nice little Easter soup. Love you all. See you in a bit. All right, so let me just give you my walk through my birthday. We talked a little bit last week that, birthday week had started by the time we finished last week's vlog. So, of course, we had WrestleMania weekend, which was a really good time despite Sunday being a bit disappointing. Monday Night Raw, I know a lot of people hated. I liked a lot of it, not all of it, and found the ending to be rather shocking. And I was one of those people with the jaw on the floor like, okay, where are we going? Holy crap. So, I was still in for that. I don't think much else happened Monday. I did have to do more work than I thought because, again, I had a bunch of trailers, reactions done, and then they dropped a whole bunch of trailers. So I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday, but one of those days I ended up having to film a whole bunch more trailers. We'll get to it. Excuse me. And, then Tuesday was awesome. Tuesday was pasta night, birthday pasta night. Not only was it Chef Popcorn's, Austin, he's been on the channel, delicious spaghetti carbonara. It was beautiful weather. And they ended up, we were a little bit worried, and then it was more bothersome for them and not so much for us. But they had like some kind of car club meeting, impromptu dinner they put on for some people. So we ended up sitting on the patio, which is great because the weather was absolutely perfect for it. First time this year, and they have an amazing patio when the weather's nice. Even when it's not that great, it's still a pretty nice patio. But so we had an amazing pasta dinner, you know, desserts and all that stuff. The things we normally do. I had too much creamy potato soup, but it was also really good. And, you know, lots of wine, lots of drinks, good times. Wednesday, we went and saw Mario. Okay, yeah. So Wednesday, we went down to the theater, you know, go see Mario in IMAX. Before that, we went to Old Chicago, which is not always my favorite place, but sometimes it's pretty good. They have a nice salad that's really low calorie but delicious with like chicken and avocado. And their pizzas are hit or miss. Even when they're at their best, they're not like the greatest pizza in the world, but sometimes you want that. You know, you get that craving, like sometimes you get that craving for cafeteria pizza. Sometimes you get that craving for like gourmet world-class pizza. And sometimes you just want that perfect middle-of-the-road pizza. And man, I ordered me a large, I ate most of it, but I saved it for a few days. It's my birthday week. Double pepperoni and cheese. I had them add mushrooms in honor of Mario. And I tell you what, the pizza I have been craving, that was the pizza I got. So it was one of those spectacular, just perfect pizzas. It hit exactly as much sauce, cheese, bread ratio as I was looking for. Hot, delicious, and I just loved the hell out of that. Had me a nice little double vodka. And we went over to the theater early enough to have one of the Mario-themed drinks. So I did the green one, the villain. If you tried any of those at Regal, you know what I'm talking about. Had Midori in it. It was very tasty. And then we had another double vodka for the movie because it's Mario, who cares? Technically, it's a triple vodka. No, it's a double vodka. But it was a good time. And, you know, of course, I didn't have to drive or anything, so that's why I was like, I'm going to get ripped. And, man, we'll talk more about Mario in the review section, but oh boy. So then we come home and everything's great. So the lead up to my birthday is great. Then Thursday, my actual birthday rolls up and the weather's shitty. It's gloomy out. And it's not even like awful weather. It's that real middle of the road gloomy, just enough to be annoying. Like either be crappy weather or don't, but it was, you know, right in the middle of all that. So I started off kind of blah, had a bunch of good days in a row. Kind of blah, just couldn't quite get out of a funk or, you know, into a funk. Either way, I couldn't find it. But I was excited for my fantastic birthday dinner, and I got to throw a little poop at my buddies. You know, I think we've talked about this before, but obviously I love the folks at Azure, Chef Jeremy, everybody over there, fantastic folks. We're all good friends too. It's not just like a restaurant I go to anymore. And for days, you know, every time I saw Jeremy, I mentioned my birthday got brought up or whatever. He was like, okay, what do you want? We're going to give you whatever you want. We're going to make something for you. And of course, I love that. I respect that. And I wanted to partake in that, but I wasn't like ever asking for anything like crazy or super specific either. I was like, well, maybe let's do something, you know, kind of Mario thing. Let's get something mushrooms going or something. He's like, oh, they were spitballing like, yeah, we could do like a creamy mushroom pasta thing. I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. I was like, and maybe like a peach cobbler or something is one of the desserts, because they often have peach cobbler as a dessert. And I guess the one specific request I kind of asked if Otter could do his habanero shakshuka in like an appetizer form. You know, so I was excited, and I went up there with an open mind. I'm like, I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I'm just excited for like a creamy mushroom something and whatnot. And I get up there, and I'll get to that. And there's not a single thing on the specials menu anywhere near any of the things we talked about with any of the ingredients we talked about. It's just so off, and none of it was really sounding good to me because where my brain was set for this other stuff. And that kind of tipped me into the bummed out area. Because again, I'm not being entitled. Like, I didn't expect much. I wasn't like, oh, they're definitely going to give me this, and I'm mad they didn't. I was privileged and honored that they even asked, but I feel like if you ask me 18 times and then you don't do a single thing anywhere near the things I suggested, that was a little like, what? So again, I'm not mad. I'm not upset. It was a bonus. You know what I'm saying? I still love the folks. I love the place. I saw the sad irony and comedy in it, but still, I was like, all right. And then I was like, at least Mary and I can finally try the ceviche that's on the menu currently. And they had just run out right before we ordered. I was like, oh. All right, we'll get some truffle fries. I'll be bad. I think they had run out of their usual fries. I'm pretty sure we just picked a bad time. Because the fries were okay. So I was like, yeah, this is just not going well. You know, I was like,
But my man Otter felt so bad that he surprised us, and he recently made these dragon fire pickles, which basically, I'm sure there's more to it than this, but he's basically doing like house-made dill pickles that have been also done with a lot of habanero, so they're very spicy pickles. You get little shades of habanero in there with them. Well, suddenly they bring to our table a batch of fried pickles, and it's those dragon fire pickles, and he made like a spicy dipping sauce, and it's like, my mood, boom, 180, birthday fucking saved, even before I tried them. And then I tried them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that was amazing. And had a nice little house salad because the soup wasn't calling to me. And they did say, it's like, you know, but here, they want, because they felt bad. I was like, oh, it's okay. They're like, no, here, anything, just if you want to put together a dish. I mean, and they were, of course, like, you know, within reason, like, it's got to be stuff we have. But if, like, you want to put together, ask for whatever you want. And I was like, well, normally I would be like, no, I don't want to be a problem. But in this case, I was like, well, I mean, only because you guys, all right. And it wasn't that big a deal. I took, like, their filet medallions, came in, like, a red wine demi-glaze sauce, some grilled asparagus, and a horseradish cream that was on one of the specials. And then I finally got to try the mac and cheese that goes with the pork chop, which is a crab rangoon mac and cheese. And man, that was a hell of a delicious, delicious meal. And then I was disappointed because I didn't even talk to Rose, you know, our buddy Rose, and she was suggesting all these cheesecakes she was working on. They all sounded amazing. It was none of those. It was a triple chocolate cheesecake, which I was like, even though I know it's Rose, I'm like, But then they gave us one, you know, because birthday, and honestly, it was delicious. Mary helped me eat it, and I did all that and had some awesome cocktails, and it turned out to be a rather wonderful dinner. And then we came home, and I don't quite remember what I did on Thursday night. Aaron. Oh, I don't think he was on the table. Stop getting on the table, though. He keeps wanting to eat this plant over there. So, you know, it turned out all right. Friday. What did we do Friday? So I didn't leave the house Friday. Oh, I cooked the cooking segment y'all saw. So I did that. Oh yeah, and Star Wars Celebration started happening, so I had to do more trailers. Which, yes, I'm very excited about everything announced, of course. And, you know, then Mary and I watched Fast and Furious, which we'll talk about. And then we watched SmackDown, which was pretty good. Nothing too crazy. There's a little bit of a twist near the end, but they got me. They got me again with something. Kind of the same way they got me before. Like, I bought in and it's like, oh, no. But, so that was kind of Friday, and that was nice. It was a little relaxing, a little chill. Then we get into the busy Saturday and Sunday. Technically Sunday, not really part of my birthday week, but I'm still gonna count it. But Saturday was awesome because Saturday, even though I had to get up super early for me and only have 1 cup of coffee and I was exhausted, I got cleaned up real quick. And Dad took Mary and I up to Louisville, and we went to a restaurant he loves called Vincenzo's. And I was looking into it, and I'm like, when's the last time you've been there? The reviews don't seem great. And I was a little worried. And you get in there, it's a little old school, and even our waitress said something about, because like, have you been here before? And Dad's like, yeah, it's been years. And she's like, nothing's probably changed. I was like, I don't know, there was a tone in how she said that concerns me. But it turned out to be absolutely amazing. And Dad had some things that he won't shut up about now. But we didn't have a lot of time for a lot of stuff, so I just stuck to some wine initially. I was gonna have 2 glasses of wine, maybe 3 glasses of wine, because of what we were gonna do after. And I wasn't driving. But so Mary got this amazing appetizer that was like an artichoke bottom that was baked with like seafood and stuff in it, and it had their marinara, which is really good, but average marinara, and like a hollandaise sauce. So hers was really good. And Dad got like these salmon things, smoked salmon on toast with like capers in the middle of the salmon, and this amazing salad he like had made me take a bite of with like a kind of a balsamic vinaigrette. Amazing. I had the weakest appetizer. It was still good, but basically kind of a ground beef, ground lamb, I want to say, inside a crepe with some mozzarella cheese and marinara sauce. Really good, just mediocre, you know, as far as like how great this place is supposed to be. But their stuff was so good, I figured I just got the, you know, I just chose wrong. And then we went to entrees, and Mary got what I wanted to get, but then I thought, well, I'm gonna get something different, so I don't have the same thing. We can try different things. She got this amazing cheesy ravioli with like a cream sauce and mushrooms and all this stuff, and I got to take a bite, and I really wish I'd ordered that. I like my dish a lot, but I loved her dish. Dad and I both got the linguine with their marinara and their meatballs, and the linguine and marinara was excellent, but their meatballs were, their linguine and marinara was really good, but the meatballs were excellent. I've had better linguine, I've had better marinara, but not by a lot. But still, that was delicious. And then luckily I did not get a dessert. They each got a dessert, but I got to have a little each of theirs, and I got a dessert cocktail. And man, I forget what Mary. Oh, Mary had the tiramisu, and I loved it more than she did. I thought it was one of the better tiramisus I've ever had. It worked for me. Although she liked it, it just wasn't her favorite. Dad got hit for the first time ever, for both of us, profiteroles. These were like strawberry ones, but man, were they good. And he will not shut up about those or the salmon toast in a good way. But I got to have a little both of those, and we had like this dark chocolate cherry cocktail. I forget what all's in it, but there was like Kahlua and those fancy maraschino cherries, like the more expensive ones, like the Lux d'Or or whatever. And I don't remember what the other alcohol in it was, but it was delicious. It was almost like if you mixed cherry 7-Up and chocolate milk, but in a way that absolutely works together. Because I know that doesn't sound good, maybe, you know, because it's kind of like a cherry cordial with a little bit of fizziness. It's very tasty. So it was a wonderful dinner. We got out in time, and we went over to the Baxter Avenue theaters, and we went to go see our first ever. We've never seen it live. We've all seen the movie, but we went and saw The Room with Greg Sestero, and you know, got to meet Greg and get some autographs and photos. And you know, he technically, I think we talked about it, he technically invited me because he saw my big shark reaction, so he remembered me from that. And it was just an amazing time having that much to drink because I got another double vodka there, and it was my birthday. Shut up. And getting it with all the callbacks and the people throwing spoons and all that kind of stuff was phenomenal. Plus, recently for charity, a bunch of celebrities in one day refilmed the entire movie from the original script with like the original sets and locations, but with like high-end actors really acting. Like Greg Odenkirk plays the Tommy Wiseau Johnny role, so that was insanely fun. But all the callbacks were so much fun, and we all were just laughing and having a good time in the theater with that. So, and we drove home, and then, you know, Mary and I watched Saturday Night Live. I got tired. I kind of passed out on half of it. Wasn't clicking for me. Went to bed, and then I had to get up very early again the next day. Another single cup of coffee, go to Easter dinner, which was delightful. Some great food, great friends, and I love playing Cards Against Humanity, especially with all the parents, because it just gets really awkward in the best of ways. Because, you know, her in-laws are cool. My pops is cool, y'all know. And that was yesterday. Now today on this Monday, I've woken up, and it was delightful. I actually went to bed early for me, because I was like, I'm tired of going to sleep all the time. I need to wake up. So let me get some real sleep. And I did, and it's good. Now I've eaten. Now I need to go play Resident Evil, and we'll finish this vlog at some point tonight. So I'm gonna do that. There you go, that's birthday week. Woohoo! We saw Super Mario Brothers, the movie, and we fucking loved it. I fucking loved it. I know you did, I mean.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't want to put words in your mouth about loving it, but
I would not mind seeing it again.
Same, in 3D. Honestly, too, I wouldn't mind seeing it in 40X because I hear like the Mario Kart sections are pretty fucking killer, and 40X is like, I could see that. You know, listen, I have some minor nitpicks that are more just like, ooh, I would have liked more of this. You know, and then maybe the story on its own isn't that strong, but again, it's not like I'm looking for a major story out of Mario. But I guess if you're turning it into a movie, you could have added more character arc and story, but it didn't need it. It's meant to be kind of a fun family film that is beautiful to look at with some nice giggles and laughs, and man, the pace is rip-roaring. And if you are a Mario fan, it is loaded with love for the franchise, and it knows its source material and does it beautifully.
And it's just nice to look at.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, man. That's where I'd like to see. We saw it in IMAX. I'd like to see it in 3D. I'm definitely loving Brian Tyler's score. You know, a lot of us, and even I, was a little hesitant at the voices. But even if you saw my trailers, I was like, listen, I'm not liking it right now, but I'm going to give it a chance. And you know what? It took like no time to get into the voices. They like, without spoilers, they address that at the beginning of the movie. It is, they have a way of pleasing fans of all of it. Maybe not Tony from Hack the Movies, but that's another story. That's a whole other. But they have a way of really setting that up and just doing it beautifully. And my God, immediately I'm like, oh, 1,000 Easter eggs right away. And God, I love this movie. And my biggest takeaway walking out of the theater is I want more. I got enough. It wasn't that I was left unsatisfied. It was just all so good. I want more. It's like they made you the best fucking pizza in the world, and I've had 2 slices, and it's like, I need 4 slices. It was so good. So I really loved it. But again, I can see if you're not a Mario fan, you have no idea about what's going on, you may not love this movie. But even then, I think you'd at least be like, it's all right. You know what I mean? Unless you just hate kids films.
I would say I'm a mid-level person in terms of knowledge.
Well, you were a Genesis kid.
Yeah.
I was a Nintendo because Nintendo what Genesis can't. No, that's. I don't remember how that goes.
Anywho,
Woohoo!
it's just like I know a lot of things, but I definitely do not know everything. But I definitely still enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you've done some. You were playing some with me before we went.
Yeah, that's
too,
the only reason I know what the frick some of the things were.
Yeah, there's. Again, I think it's in trailers, but I don't want a chance ruining it if you're trying to go in blind or cold on it. But
I don't even. I went through all the trouble of not actually saying the thing.
I wasn't going to say it. I was just going to say there's a particular power-up that I think a lot of people don't know has been around for a long time and is beloved by fans. Because I saw some critics being like, what? It's like, no, that's a thing. Like, it's cool, man. So I did.
Okay.
You did a good job, no spoilering. They can't see it, but I so want to. Anyways. Okay, so the Mario Kart sequence was fantastic. It's not what I had hoped it would be, but again, I had crazy expectations for that. It's great as it is. They give you enough of it, but I was wanting it to be like the finale, like a 15-minute Fury Road style, just like the pod race in episode 1, where like the first 2/3 are just all sound design and no music, and then it builds and the music kicks in. And it wasn't that, but it was still really enjoyable.
Actually, he wants a 2-hour Mad Max Fury Road.
Honestly, as good as this is, and as much money as it's made, and as many sequels as we're gonna get, I'll take an entire Mario Kart movie. You could do that. And I mean, think of like the hundreds of tracks they've had in that game, and it could just be like Speed Racer that, man. Like, let the Wachowskis make a Mario movie that is like what they did with Speed Racer, but in this universe with these characters. As a matter of fact, holy crap, Hollywood, take my money. You do that, take my money. Because wow, right? I mean, because the Mario Kart sequence isn't that far from some of that Speed Racer stuff. It just needed that extra building, heart pounding. It was so good. I'll also take a Luigi's Mansion movie, please. That would be great. That would be
I think that would be
super
more fun.
Yeah, that would be a fun Hollywood movie. Honestly, you could even do like sports trope movies with all the Mario games. Like, they really figured out how to do this.
By the way, this is Illumination Paris.
That's interesting too. Oh, by the way, go ahead. Sorry.
So I'm like, this is the first time I've heard that particular branch, and they did a fantastic job. So I'm looking forward to whatever they put out next.
Yeah, absolutely. And now I love Mario plus Rabbids, which always to me felt like Mario plus Minions. And now that Illumination has made a Mario movie, make a Mario Minions crossover. Take my money. Because I love Minions movies too. I'm that guy. I don't like the weird-ass overused memes with inspirational quotes that have nothing to do with Minions, but I love the Minions in the movies. Tell your aunt to stop.
All right, we good?
No, I'm in the. There was a mid-credit. There was a mid-credit and a post-credit, wasn't there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's a mid-credit and a post-credit. Yeah, man. Yeah, get into that. I know some people have complained about the needle drops in there. I don't mind. Sure, I would have liked more of Brian Tyler's music, because apparently they may have gotten rid of some things that other fans... Because I'm not as into Donkey Kong, so some of the Donkey Kong stuff didn't hit with me as hard as the Mario stuff. It was still good, but... And Jack Black, man, what a great performance. There's some music stuff in here, not a lot of it. When it's the music stuff and it's Jack Black involved in it, you can tell it's Jack Black. But outside of that... This is one of the most character-based performances I've ever heard him do. Like, if they didn't have the music segments, and had I not known it was Jack Black, I don't think I would have known that was Jack Black as Bowser. I think it was just a great Bowser.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach is great. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. This is my favorite representation of Toad, and it absolutely 100,000% makes me want to go play some Toad Treasure Tracker, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I mean, you could do a whole movie on toads. Like, the way they did this movie, the way they understood the assignment, is like, they didn't go that deep or heavy with the emotions or anything, but they don't have to. It's meant to be a kid's movie, and clearly it's working. Like, just more. And even that, and then Oh my God, by the way, I cried like through this thing like it was a Star Wars trailer. It hit the nostalgia bone. I mean, we talk about it somewhere in this vlog that it was also my birthday movie and I drank a lot that night. So I was a little more susceptible to being teary-eyed. But this hit the nostalgia bones so perfectly that even right from the start with the Nintendo movie logo, it in itself is an absolute treat. It's not as Easter egg heavy as, say, the Sega movie logos, but it's really cool. So I think it's safe to say this is one of my favorite movies I've seen this year so far. They're joking too that one of the songs, they're not joking. People are like, you do realize that one of the particular songs could be an Oscar contender next year. And I'm like, I still think the song category of the Oscars is bullshit. But man, if that gets nominated, I know what I'm rooting for.
Wait a minute. Is it what I think it is?
Yeah, it's going to be what you think it is. And I just like, even though it's not my favorite song or anything, just to be able to say that the Super Mario Brothers movie set all these records and is an Oscar-winning film, I'll take it. Woohoo! Let's go!
I'm just going through like the main refrain. And I'm like, okay, dokie then.
And then some of the actions and stuff, like the action sequences where they just really let loose. Like, here's a bunch of Mario gameplay Easter eggs, and the way it like side scrolls while it's doing it and stuff. Mwah, chef's kiss. Yeah, man, I loved this movie. So much fun.
Okay.
Fine, guys. Anyways, if you haven't seen it and you're even slightly interested, go see it. It doesn't need your help at this point, but go see it. Let's make it a $1 billion animated movie. Why not? We're the Mario Brothers.
I assume it's in the top 10 at this point?
I don't know where it is there, but I know it is the highest grossing opening weekend animated film of all time at this point.
Okay.
Also, as many Easter eggs as they hit, I love that they left a lot of major Easter eggs out. Like they could still nail so many more fun Easter eggs in the future.
Yeah.
But you didn't feel like they were like not having enough. They had plenty, but there's still a lot of great stuff they could do.
Well,
with
Mario's
it,
been around for how many decades now? There's a lot of Easter eggs.
Almost as long as we have, by a years short. So.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans. Oh, and everybody wants Pedro Pascal for Waluigi next time. Oh, no, I'm sorry, for Wario. I'm
Or
into
Waluigi.
that. I know, Mary thinks more Waluigi, but I'm down with Wario. Whatever, put Pedro Pascal in everything. And then give me Nicolas Cage. Who would Nicolas Cage be in the Mario universe? I don't know. Cappy. Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, more reviews. But Mary wants me to shut up, so... I got a family. Fast and Furious. The Fast and Furious Part 4. So, mostly no spoilers. I don't know, but it's been out for a long time. Well, Mary's first time seeing the 4th Fast and Furious. My first time in a little while. To set you up, I tend to always think as 4 as the one where they start to get the assignment, and it being a really good one, but not one of the great ones. But man, I don't know if I was just in the right mood or what. This one, way better than I remember it being, even though I thought it was really good. And I was just glued to the screen and thought it was incredibly fun. Now, obviously, we start playing with the timeline because, again, spoilers for Tokyo Drift. Han died? I know. If y'all know everything, there's still more confusion ahead, but I know 3 is supposed to happen later in the time, whatever. So clearly this is set before 3. Letty dies. She's seen trailers. You've seen trailers.
So that is the problem. So I have seen trailers.
But the funny thing for me was watching this back, and I couldn't remember how much of the band they get back together in this one, which is not that much. So a lot of the time watching this, I kept thinking, are they going to bring in so-and-so now? Is so-and-so going to pop in now? Do they do any of that now? And they don't. But just getting Vin back, getting Paul Walker back, going back to the idea that Vin and his crew, like it starts with an actual like fast car heist of trucks, kind of like the first movie, just way more extreme and ridiculous because I'm sure Mary has some logical thing.
Well,
some trekking things to add to this.
All I'm going to say is I've never seen that many tanker trailers hooked up to a single car before, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal in the United States.
I don't think they were in the United States, at least.
Oh, no, they were in the Dominican Republic.
Right, well, at least give... Oh, well, everything's legal in the Dominican Republic except being gay. Come on.
Dominion Republic? Dominican.
Banana? It's a banana republic. That's why Dominions are there.
You mean, in that case, it would be Dominions.
Dominions. Just forgive my stupidity. I'm just saying dumb things. I mean, no harm to anybody. Except I was taken aback that one time we traveled to the Dominican Republic, and then how the one guy started talking about Haitians and the centers of like, gay peoples and stuff, and I was like,
it was so much
I'm just gonna shut my mouth
There
and
was so much trash talking.
back away.
It's like, and this is where they have the voodoo, and it's like, okay.
And this wasn't like some random dude. This was like a professional at like a high-end resort that was helping us set stuff up. It's like,
alrighty then.
okay, guy. Fun fact, you can see that guy in the videos I made back in the day. Anyways, I'm not... Well, you know, he's not going to watch it. You can see him like watching me film coming in and out of a door because he was fascinated by the camera. Anyways, other than that, nice guy. But Fast and Furious, so much fun. A little bit of Corona. It was nice to see Vin's sister back. I'm blanking on the lady that plays her. It is reminiscent as to why Paul Walker is a charm that I miss. His antithesis FBI agent guy, who's like that guy and all those things. But like he's also the one like, yeah, you may beat the shit out of me, but you know what? At the end of the day, you've been right, and I've got your back, even when the chief doesn't. I like that guy. I almost told you the ending, but the chaos of the ending, the plan of the ending, despite if you really break it down how it would never in a million years work, still very, very fun, very cool.
I think I've already forgotten the ending.
Hold on, let me break out some toys. I'll tell you later. It's a type of eggs. It's a preparation of eggs. Still no? Okay.
Nope, I am completely. I'm still remember. I've just remembered. I don't know if I can remember what the general plot line was.
And then we had not Eva Longoria.
Gal Gadot?
No. Oh yeah, Gal Gadot shows up in this one too. But no, because I was like, it's Eva Longoria. It's like, no, it's not Eva Longoria. Or it is Eva Longoria, and I was calling it the other.
No,
that's 4. No, that's 4. Because she was the one that got them the gig working with the drug boss, who's actually pretty intimidating.
No, I thought that was 2.
No.
With Ty Diggs?
Yes.
See, now you're confused now too.
You're right. They were not going undercover working for a drug boss. I'm thinking of 2.
No, but they were
The
driving
Gal Gadot.
for a drug boss, and
Yeah, you know, they were driving for a drug boss.
this is a different drug boss.
Different drug boss. I don't care. I had a damn good time with it. More butts, more car porn. We got to get married some of the skirts we see in these movies. Not for any of you, just for me. I really should not have visualized that. What are we? Mario? Are we talking about Mario?
No.
Because
Fast
they were
and
racing
Furious.
cars. When Vin Diesel threw that blue shell. I'll tell you, it's the crossover we all need. That's the post-credits. That's the post-credit scene of the next Mario movie or the Mario Kart movie. This Toad's out doing his own thing, and they're like, "Hey, we got a challenger." He says he knew Han. Who's the Toad equivalent? He says he knew Toadette. And just pulls up, it's like, "You want to race?" It's animated Vin Diesel in a mushroom hat. But listen, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting a lot of it, but I really enjoyed it. Like, it's just fun. It's action-packed. The pacing is great. I think Mythbusters did the ending of this movie, the big final car stunt, which is ridiculous, but that's what I love.
No, that was again 2.
Was that 2?
Yeah. With the
boat?
Yes, that was 2.
Oh, it was 2. I enjoyed the fuck out of 4. Why can I not remember what happened in 4? It was like, what, 3 days ago we watched it? It wasn't that long.
I know.
I'm pulling a Mary. I'm pulling a dad. That's what I'm...
Okay. So
I remember clearly the opening, because I remember all the tankers on the truck, and the explosion, and him like, you know, Letty's like, Dom.
Oh, tunnels.
Tunnels. Oh, okay. Now, thank you, because we're doing all kinds of border crossings. Now it's coming back to me. Yeah, the tunnels were pretty cool. Yeah, and how they beat out the old guys, and how they got their own cars because the feds wanted to. Yeah. Listen, I love these movies. I'm ready to watch part 5. I'm really excited for part 5 because apparently that really ties into the newest one. But I don't want to say anything to her. We figured out if we watch one every Saturday from now until we're through them, that'll lead into our Thursday play of Fast X. So even though I just really do want to just binge through them because I love them, but I don't want to finish them too soon before we get to the new ones. So. Hey, I love it. Of the first 4, this is my favorite. Part 1, a close second. Part 2, a close third. Part 3 is 4th. It's not terrible, but...
Actually, I have to say, out of all of them that I've watched so far, Hobbs and Shaw probably, but...
Well, I wasn't counting that, but come on, that's unfair. Well, it's fair and it's unfair. Like, you can count that once we see everything.
Okay.
But because that's like 3 movies down the line when they've totally figured out the formula, that's kind of unfair to hold it, but valid at the same time.
But here's the thing. I remember Tokyo Drift a lot more than, because 2 and 3 are easy to get conflated.
2 and 4.
2 and 4, I mean, yeah.
It's weird, I agree with that, except that, it's the Paul and Vin for the first time since the first one.
Yeah, but still, you were constantly thinking of...
I agree.
Movie
The
2
actual,
plot points.
yeah, the actual, like, bad guy plot line, in a lot of ways, very similar. I think that might be the case through most of these, now that I'm thinking ahead. To some degree. But anyways, I loved it. I had a blast with it.
I think this is one of my favorite reviews we've had in a while.
It's only because you get to be right like 100 times on camera.
Yeah, no, still the best review of all time was it Hide and Seek? Where we were actively rewriting the movie as we talked about
Was
it.
that Hide and Seek or was it called Ready or Not? I think it's called Ready or Not because they were doing Hide and Seek basically, yeah.
Maybe.
But you know one thing I'm right about? Well, 2 things I'm right about. 1, Itty Bit, you are a mighty hunter.
Yes, good job,
You
girl.
did a great job. 2,
Yes, you got the big mouse.
2, Mary's kisses are awesome. Mwah. Family!
Where did Eric go?
Ha ha! Thank you. I love you. So wrestling talk, we don't have a lot here. We have one really, really cool thing to say. But obviously, last vlog, we caught you up. Last vlog. Who am I? Doug from Channel Awesome. Why does he still call them vlogs? How does he not know it's pronounced vlog?
Maybe he just likes to do it.
It's a personal choice. Yeah, he's doing it specifically to me. Anyways, back half of Raw. Spoilers for Raw and SmackDown. We're not going to get super deep. But we're definitely going to tell you what happened if you didn't know. The whole Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns thing. And the whole Cody setting up a tag team with Brock. And it's like, oh, that was really cool. Especially with like the stipulations about the tag team partner can never face him again. And the fact that Brock can't face him again. So it made sense that, and I never would have thought about it. But Brock coming out and Paul Heyman's reactions to that were priceless. Like, oh fuck, I done fucked up. I did not consider this. And then we get to that tag match and I'm so fucking ready. But man, that shit, that betrayal, jaw met floor. It's like...
Yeah, okay, so there still hasn't been any real explanation given yet.
For what specific?
For that turn.
Well, obviously too, I've kind of kept Mary abreast of some of the behind the scenes, but I don't think that matters as much. I'm going to move on. I'm not going to care too much, but... Yeah, no, we have not seen the explanation. You're right. Maybe tonight, because it's a Monday, we have not watched the current Raw. So that should... Oh, yeah, maybe we'll watch some of that instead of...
Okay,
Anyways.
yeah, because, of course, producer brain, hi.
Mary's in the gorilla seat, everybody. I'm learning the terminology. That's the last person before the curtain that really kind of does those last-minute show calls.
So he used to be a UFC fighter, yeah?
Started as a wrestler, became a UFC fighter, came back to wrestling.
Okay. Now they've just been bought out by...
UFC.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if...
Well, the company, the parent company.
And they said that Vince McMahon was rewriting a bunch of shit on the fly.
On that
night.
Monday, apparently there was a lot of on the fly, 3 or 4 things. Like Seth Rollins, even though I thought that was a great bit, that Seth Rollins just came out like, I beat Logan Paul, and then just
jaunters around the ring, lets everybody sings the song, drops the mic and leaves. I was like, that kind of works. Apparently that wasn't what's supposed to happen. We saw behind the scenes where people are like telling like, no, you got to cut the bit, you got to go. It's like, fuck, what do I do?
So I'm kind of guessing, my guess behind the scenes is that maybe they're going to look at capitalizing his UFC past in some way in future storylines, and this heel turn was part of it. But
yeah,
or he's going to be highlighted because he is a link between the two franchises.
Maybe. I kind of hope not. I don't want too much. I mean, like, there's rumors of Conor McGregor coming in wrestling. It's like, listen, there's a line. Like, can we just not do too much of that? But no, I'm not disregarding what you're saying.
But that's my theory.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay, you got claws on your trim. Ow! Put a hole in Mama's butt.
No, don't put a hole in Mama's butt. Mama's butt was perfect. I saw it in the sun earlier today. I mean,
You got some sharp claws, baby girl.
Honey, your claws are a little sharp. Let's not climb Mama right now. Now the thing I have to say about you're still loved. You're loved. You didn't mean to do that. We know you didn't know. Oh. The thing, so she can check and see if her butt's bleeding. The thing I want to bring up my thought about, hey, she's got sharp claws. I'm backing up. Mary's like, I'm going to point this claw at you. Let's say goodbye to your nipple, Eric. No, it's my nipple. Boop.
She's just reaching out her day. It's probably the other claw.
I know, I'm just being silly. So my thing is, like, I'm in that camp of, I like happy Brock. So to see him do this, like, going back to evil, pissed off Brock turns, like, I mean, we're going to see where it goes. But I'm like, I don't know. Let's see where it goes. I am very curious.
Yeah.
So, I don't want this segment to take too long.
Okay,
so,
sorry.
I do want to talk about one SmackDown thing. SmackDown. So, of course, we get to the end of SmackDown. Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso. You know, they got to fight it out. I love the story that Sammy's still trying to talk to Jey. Like, come on, brother. We can still make this work, you know? Like, chill the hell out.
And then, the bloodline's going to fuck you over eventually, right?
Mm-hmm. But what I really like is they got me again. Just like they did that time when you thought Jey was actually joining Sammy. They fucking got me again. I was like, oh, Jey stopping Sikoa from, like, doing the chair on Sammy. Yes, this is what I wanted. And Jay's like, I got you, Sammy. Fuck you, Sammy. It's like, oh, no, come on, nah. Like, I really want Jey and Jimmy to see the light. Because I like Jey and Jimmy. But I hate the bloodline.
And plus, it looks like Sikoa did a hit on KO backstage.
Yeah, that little stage. That definitely was not a staged bit. So anyways, that's the general gist. Because I don't remember any of the other matches, really. We saw a main event match briefly between Dexter Lumis. I didn't know Wednesday night main event thing was a thing. But Dexter Lumis and, I had his name.
The New Zealand guy.
Yeah, I'm wearing my clip.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I just noticed. That was a fun match because I love Dexter Lumis. And I like that new giant guy, so that was interesting. So anyways, the other thing we want to tell you about wrestling before we get out of here, I'm very excited. She's cool. But I'm so excited I got her into it just enough. And I've been waiting because I was like, now that she's kind of into it, because I've been wanting to go back to a wrestling show. The last wrestling show, I've been to 2 wrestling shows in my life around the same time. I don't remember which was first, which was second. I went to a dark show where they didn't show it, but there was a cage match where Sherry, when she was with Macho Man, Scary Sherry, I think, she got flipped over to the side and then somebody was grabbing her and her boob popped out. I remember that vividly as a child. Then I also went to WrestleMania 8, 1992 in Indianapolis. And we had tickets 30, 40 rows back. And I don't know why. This was literally the day before my 13th birthday. But as we were going in, I was going with my friend and his dad as the chaperone. And some dude, when we were outside, saw me and my buddy. And they're like, I guess they thought we were too cute, too excited, whatever. But he's like, you know what? I got row 6 tickets and I don't really care. So do you guys want to trade? I'll go sit with your dad. You two can go down there and be row 6. And that's how we got row 6 at WrestleMania. And
or you just thought the guy's dad was really cute.
Oh my God, you know what? Okay, I'm going to spill a little tea because now that you mention it, you just made something click. Again, not judgmental. Be you, be whoever. I was never, even back then I wasn't judgmental, but there was always a small part of me that wondered if that friend of mine back then might have been gay. Again, no issues with that. we were very young, 12, 13, like who knows? But now that you mention that, now that I've had enough world and life experience to realize, well, if he was, sometimes it's because the dad's, So interesting, fun thought. Anyways,
very elaborate plot.
yeah.
Hey,
So maybe
dude,
they
you
were.
just hang out there when you see us.
Hey, you know what? I don't care. It put us 6 rows back at WrestleMania, and like 2 seats away from where everybody walked down. So it was real easy for us to pop over to the walk side. Reba McEntire blew me a kiss and cemented a crush and all that. So, anyways, that was amazing. But guess what? I love you, Isabel. She's smiling at Daddy so much. She's like, I'm putting my paw on your heart, Daddy. I just want to love on Daddy. Oh, she's smiling.
He is such a cat daddy.
I'm your cat daddy. Oh, big old smile. Thank you for accepting me as your cat daddy. Okay. So long story short, I've been waiting for WWE to come back to Rep Arena because it's 5 minutes down. Dad can drive us. We're going to SmackDown June 16th of this year, and you might catch a glimpse of us on TV. I did not quite buy the TV side seats. I went as high as I could go until those TV side seats really started doubling. We are on the floor. We're behind the commentators table, and we're row 3. That's going to be so much fun.
I told him he needs to wear his hashtag I Love Butts shirt.
I might, unless they shut that down. But I'm excited. I'm excited to go hopefully sing Sami Zayn's song, because we got the draft coming up. I don't know who's actually going to be that brand by then. But we're going to have fun singing Sami Zayn's song, maybe. Singing Seth Rollins' song, maybe. Hopefully Mary gets to see Ricochet or Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. I wouldn't mind either. And hopefully somebody gets put through that announcer table, because, we'll be close enough to feel it. We'll feel the what. So very, very excited for that. And so look out for that. Wrestling! And the WWE game is still playing the shit out of.
She purring.
She is purring so much. Okay, we gotta go.
Yep, Mama's arms are getting tired.
Yeah, all right. Bye. Sorry, I forgot to add something to the wrestling thing. Mary's trimming Itty Bit's claw. So spoilers for the end of SmackDown. Not only was the Jey Uso turn heartbreaking and they got me, but my favorite part is the goddamn return of my bro, Riddle. I'm a Matt Riddle fan. I know some people can't take him or whatever, but that made me so happy. And maybe Mary can holler from in there once she's cut the nails and doesn't want to scare the putty. But I about lost my shit when Riddle came down. I was literally yelling at the screen. We had the big screen down. I was like, bro, my bro's back. He's got Sammy's back. And I was like, yeah, because I miss RKO and Bro together. I forget what their team was called at the moment. I'm blanking. But I loved that team up. And I know it's going to be a while before Orton can come back, and hopefully can come back still. But I had almost forgotten about Matt Riddle coming down on his little scooter and just being like, I got your back, Sammy. So I'm anxious to see where that goes. I just wanted to throw that in there. Cocktail time. We're in a hurry. I had to come up with something quick. I have some lemon juice left over from a couple days ago that I had a really juicy boy, and I just needed a splash. So we're going to try a lemon margarita. And I don't know if we've done that before. In case we have, I have a little twist I'm going to throw on mine. So we are going to do it with the silver tequila. We have the 1800. You're going to mix it with a bunch of stuff. We got some Cointreau. We got some fresh squeezed lemon juice. And the twist I'm going to add is a dash of blue curacao. See if we make this turn it green even though it's lemon. Oh, you could totally trick people.
Question.
Answer.
Cointreau is orange flavored, yeah?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so the blue curacao. Good point. I was going to do Midori. Should I move back to Midori?
Oh, no.
Let's stick with the blue. Stick with the blue?
Yeah.
We're going to stick with the blue.
I was just like, I was just thinking you could just use it instead of the Cointreau.
Fuck it. We're experimenting. Mary has the idea. Oh my God. Let's hope that's not a terrible idea. But I'm game.
So you salting?
Yeah, we're going to salt. And since I don't have a lemon wedge, I'm going to try. I have no idea if this will work. I assume it will. I'm going to kind of dab some of that lemon juice with a paper towel and rim the glass that way.
Okay.
Any thoughts on that?
Not really.
Okay. Give it a go.
My only thought is maybe a cotton ball might work better, but...
I mean, it does seem to be doing okay. I mean, I'm seeing a good stickiness around the edge of the rim, so... About to find out. I don't know if I used enough or not, but you know, I mean...
I didn't realize you made your way all the way around the rim.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I mean, it could have been better, but I'll go with that. All things considered.
Well, this way you're not going to end up with a cum shot at the end.
That's my favorite part, Mary. That salty cum shot at the end. I hope people remember where that came from. All right, we're going to want 1.5 ounces of tequila. Look at me. I'm not even going to look at the recipe. I remember how this goes. 1.5 ounces of tequila. There are better tequilas, but this is reasonably inexpensive, and if I'm going to be mixing it with a bunch of stuff, we'll just go with this. Because I'm not a real sipping tequila kind of guy. I only like tequila mixed. And hit it in the shaker. We want 3/4 ounces of this, so I'm going to have to kind of eyeball that. I don't mind if I have a little extra lemon juice. I'm actually closer to 1 ounce. That's fine. Fine for me. But it does request... Oh, man, there's still... Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I'll make another one. Now, it's supposed to be 1 ounce of Cointreau, but since Mary had the idea that these are both basically orange liqueurs, I'm sure there is a difference, but maybe not a huge one. So instead of doing a splash of this at the end, we'll go ahead and do this as the ounce instead of the Cointreau, which I know is a higher quality orange liqueur.
God,
I think...
That's like... That's Smurf blood.
Did... I don't remember. La 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 la. We hit that in there. Because I think Grand Marnier is like the highest quality orange liqueur.
Yeah,
followed by
it's
Cointreau.
the high end, yeah.
Now the recipe I was working for says 4 ice cubes for the mixing, so we'll do that. I got
Get 4 right out of there.
Yeah, there we go. I need to use a lot of old ice and do a thing. So we're gonna shake and strain. But before we shake and strain, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some more ice to put in that.
Hi, Cheeky Jack, my cute boy.
Hi, Cheeky Jack.
Whoops. I didn't mean to startle you, homie.
Hi, Jack. You say hi?
Go 6 ice cubes in my glass. Maybe. 4 is fine. You can always add more. Always add more. It's like salt. You can add it, you can't take it out.
Shake,
Nice
shake,
and
shake.
frosty.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake them boobies. Let's see what we get. I was hoping it would be green, but this is going to be way bluer than I anticipated. I think doing the original and then splashing it with blue carousel might have got more of the result I was looking for.
It's a Smurfarita.
No. This is Star Wars. It's a blue milk Garita. It's a blue Guerrera. I saw it. I saw the blue Guerrera. I saw the blue Guerrera. I saw Guerrera. I mean, it actually looks kind of cool. I have no idea if it's gonna taste good. I mean, it can't taste terrible, right? Did I just jinx myself? Maybe. I'm gonna go with the lightly salted side just so I can get a real taste of it, real sense of it. It smells good. It actually smells good. I did get some salt. It's kind of hard to tell. Also, I finished a bottle of wine very recently. It's by no means, it's not, there's definitely nothing in there that's bad. I just can't tell if it's good. It's fine. It's either fine or it's good. I can't.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, I mean, And it definitely looks interesting to be a margarita. I mean, I think we definitely created something here. I just don't know if it's like just fun for parties or because it's a little less flavorful than a standard margarita. I almost feel like the orange and the lemon are kind of balancing each other out a little bit where you're not really getting as much flavor.
There might be something to that.
Right? Like it's actually good. Like I'm definitely gonna drink the fuck out of that. But I don't know that I'm like, oh my god, that's really good. Or if like, it's fine, it's drinkable.
You know what might be good is
Splash of Midori.
no, is either hitting it with some club soda or possibly Sprite or a 7-Up sort
A
of
little
thing.
carbonation-y.
Yeah.
I could see that. But then I feel like we're becoming another cocktail we've made.
I don't know.
We've made so many cocktails. Anybody out there, Abbott, want to do a Wikipedia?
Do you want to try some club soda in there? 'Cause I feel like it needs.
Okay, grab the club soda. Grab the club soda.
It needs a kick of something.
Yeah, you're right. Like it's.
Like it's.
I'm gonna hand you the camera though. Let me give it a go. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Because it's very like flavor wise.
Like somehow they kind of balance each other out to not have much going on. So let's hit it with a splash. That feel good?
Yeah.
Give that a little swirl up. Gently.
All right.
Feels like a Star Wars drink. Hit a little sprig of rosemary, fresh rosemary.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace my rosemary plant. I think I'm gonna just cute it.
I do think that helped. I don't think it fixed it.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, no, I was gonna hand it off. Let me set it down. Like
Texture-wise, for lack of a better term. But it didn't do a lot for the flavor. I think it's an improvement, but
yeah.
not in all the ways we're looking for.
Like I said, it may have needed to be something like a Sprite or something. Something.
Maybe. Now I have another thing we can try. Because fuck it, let's just keep adding stuff to this and see what we get. So let me hand the camera back off. Let's try one more thing. This is the most experimental we've ever gotten in cocktail land. Little melon liqueur. I mean, it's certainly gonna change the color.
Him likes his Midori.
Midori is awesome, bruh. Okay, it's a reflection. I was like, why is the lip of this blue?
Ooh, now that's starting to look Star Wars-y, man.
Yeah, it went straight to the bottom.
Well, I mean, that's kind of cool. Oh, maybe maraschino.
Oh no.
Hold up.
You gonna try it?
We're gonna add one
Should
more.
you try it
I
before
will.
you add the?
Yeah, you're right, but come on, man. It's gonna look so pretty.
Jack.
Careful, Jack.
All right. That mellowed it out a bit.
I don't know if we need a mellowing.
I know, that's kind of the problem.
I think that helped like 1%.
Yeah, it's.
Like I like what it
I think it took all the acidity out of it.
Yeah, like I like what it did, but it didn't do nearly enough of it. Now don't drink too much because I do want to try one more thing.
Here you go. This is the craziest fucking cocktail
I
experiment
think
ever.
the salt helps.
I'm sure it does.
You will eventually learn.
All right, first let's get a little juice. Let's hit it with a little maraschino cherry juice. Maybe a bit more.
And now it's black on the bottom.
Yeah, that's fine. And let's hit it with an actual maraschino cherry and a little bit more juice. A little swirly dirly. Ooh, that's actually a really pretty cocktail. No salt first. Smell. Ooh, it smells good.
Can you taste? Did you get any of the maraschino? Because it's stuck at the bottom of the glass.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's still just a very where's the flavor kind of drink. Let me try a little
All right,
salt.
let's throw some Fireball in there.
Let me get your thoughts. I don't think it really... It didn't make it worse. It didn't make it better. It's still kind of the same issue. It's still just kind of like a nothing burger, right? Yeah, exactly. Fuck. Kahlua? What do you think? I'm fucking with you on the Kahlua.
Okay, if you really don't mind fucking with it at this point,
Depends on what you're going to suggest.
I'm gonna suggest something I hate.
Uh-oh.
Gin. Because it needs a different flavor profile in there that's not...
Okay. Aviation or Hendrix? Because Aviation's pretty...
Hendrix is a more botanical, yeah?
I think Aviation might be a little more botanical.
Whichever one's more...
Let's just fucking throw some Ryan Reynolds in this bitch.
Now, this might actually ruin it,
I know, right?
but...
We're gonna put some port wine in there.
But it's just like...
I'm not even
I
measuring,
don't
I'm
really
just like-
care for gin.
It's not a terrible pour. What do you think? That was like
That was a splash.
3/4 ounce, maybe?
Hard to say.
Should we stir it? What are you thinking here?
Eh,
We don't need any more of that. I'll give it a little stir.
it's gonna silt back out real fast.
No, I just wanted to kind of incorporate the gin. That is not a pretty color anymore. The color is definitely gone.
Alright.
I don't even, how am I even going to tell what this cocktail is in the description? The Gin Midori Cointreau Curacao
The
Margarita.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. The Franken-Rita.
Jack!
No salt for, you know. Still not a ton of flavor, but somehow I feel like, I don't know if we're just hitting the cherry juice now more than anything, but I taste a little more cherry juice.
The gin didn't do anything?
I'm not sure if it's the gin or the cherries, because we're
The
getting
gin or the juice?
The gin or the juice? Snoop, where are you? We need your help. You're our only hope, Snoop.
God, look how much these ice cubes have melted down.
I know. We keep pouring all the room temperature stuff in there. I think it's the best it's tasted. But it might be because we're getting down into like the straight maraschino juice.
I feel like the gin might be giving the cherry a little more depth, if that makes
That makes
any
sense. Yeah, I can see that.
As like, because there's enough sweet stuff in here that it's kind of overpowering what I don't like about gin.
Okay, I got one more thing to try on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And this may not be your favorite thing to try on it, but since we have some lemon juice left,
Okay.
let's see if bringing some of that acidity back. Here, we'll even measure it. A little more than half an ounce. Let's go with that. I mean, it's not shaken in, but... It's getting pulpy at the bottom. Oh. Oh, we just hit blue raspberry icy. We just hit blue raspberry icy.
Oh, okay, now it's good. I mean, or at least something in that ballpark.
Yeah. Something approximate.
Keeping in mind, Mary's not a huge lemon juice person, but...
Actually, I get more with the salt.
Okay, I was
Try with the salt. Okay, at this point, it's become very drinkable. Now that we've added like 18 things, you want to try some champagne in there?
Actually, champagne might have been a good place to start.
Yeah, the salt really, ooh.
I might have to watch this back, figure out a version of that, because that's pretty good now. What else can we put in there? Kahlua!
No. So
Well-
do we want to call this done?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna improve that at all.
And honestly, it started out okay. Then it stayed okay. Then it stayed okay. Then it stayed okay. Then it stayed okay. But I gotta say, by the end, that's pretty good. I would drink that if I could figure out what fucking balance that actually is. I mean, what do we need to put a little Coca-Cola in there, and it's basically an LIT at this point. Oh my god, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, Jack has decided that he's going to open the laundry room door.
I know, he's been working on it. But seriously, what's an LIT again? Because I know it's like gin and vodka,
It's basically
tequila.
the speed rack.
So it's so this is missing vodka and Coca-Cola, and then it is an LIT.
Yeah. More or less, I think, yeah. Vodka. It's a vodka, gin, tequila, triple sec, which is basically low end. Contro. And then, yeah, let's see, I think that's pretty much it.
I think that's what we did. We ended up with a fucking LIT, a vodka and cola light LIT. But you know what? It's pretty fucking tasty.
Alright.
All right, that's the weird ass fucking cocktail. Bye. Okay, there's the vlog for this week. I'm sorry, it's 3 a.m. and I just now filming the wrap up and going to wrap this and edit it because I just did another 2 hours of Resident Evil 4 remake. So I am working on it. I'm thinking by this weekend, I don't know exactly what day, I'll start dropping those. I just want to get at least a week ahead. So, you know, if I don't have time, you don't miss it, and it can be a daily release. I'm loving it. I'm not that far in, but I'm loving it. All right, but anyways, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a good time. Comment below with everything you want to say. I need to shut up, get this done, and get editing, so I can't wait to hear what you have to say. You can also click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. I'm sorry, I'm making room so my stand will work. Pardon my hand. And remember, we will get through this. We will get through this together. Dawn of the Dead 3D, baby. It was such a cool experience. Check out my music and my new album anywhere you listen to music. Look up Eric Butts, especially on Spotify, or go to ericbutts.com. You'll find it all. And more links and descriptions, ways to support the channel with links in the description below. So click that see more button to see more butts. All right, I gotta go. I gotta make another drink. I gotta edit for a while. There's no way I'm going to bed at 5, 6, maybe, probably 7. All right, I love y'all. I'll see you later, okay? Bye.